He tried to also interrupt before his new defense attorney pointed at him and said, quote, "Don't say a word." New York Governor Kathy Hochul says she will sign a warrant to ensure Mangione is extradited, but it could take up to 30 days.
Fox's Brian Yennis. Cher and Dick Van Dyke are among thousands forced from their homes in Malibu, California by an out-of-control wildfire that spread to nearly 5 square miles since breaking out Monday night.
Gather all your important items, documents, and medications in case you have to leave your residence.
Sheriff's Captain Jennifer Seatu. Around 20,000 people are under evacuation orders or warnings. America's listening to Fox News.
What is the Safe Haven Law? In New Mexico, you can bring your infant up to 90 days old to any Safe Haven site without fear of being criminally charged. This includes hospitals, fire stations, and police departments. Monica Kelsey, founder of Safe Haven Baby Boxes, has worked diligently to provide 3 baby box locations for your convenience. Hobbs's Baby Box is at Fire Station 1, 301 East White Street. Carlsbad's Baby Box is at Fire Department Station 1, 401 South Halegueño Street. Roswell's Baby Box is at their Central Fire Station, 200 South Richardson Avenue. Remember, if you can't make it to one of these Safe Haven Baby Box locations, you can take your infant to any hospital, police department, or fire station. No shame, no blame, and no names. Visit shbb.org for more information.
In need of a tow? Those don't have to be dirty words. At Lee County Roadside, they have been offering friendly and knowledgeable service for 20 years. From light to heavy duty, there's nothing they can't tow. And with 24-hour availability, there's no time they can't tow it. Don't make a bad day worse by choosing the wrong tow company. Lee County Roadside, the good guys to call in a bad situation. For 24-hour service, call 575-392-3223 or locate them at 7401 North Del Paso, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like Lee County Roadside on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
It's time again for your holiday designated driver service, Tipsy Taxi. Tipsy Taxi is provided and operated by your Lee County government. It's their gift to you. And it runs 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. every Friday and Saturday night through New Year's Eve. They can pick you up at home and take you to your holiday celebration or any public establishment. Let Tipsy Taxi do the driving for you for free. No matter where you live in Lee County, they'll provide a free and safe ride home. For more information or a ride, call Tipsy Taxi, 391-2982. That's 391-2982.
As a single mom, it means a lot to me to have a strong banking relationship. With the cost of living as it is, I have to make the most of every dollar I make.
Every member has different wants and needs. That's the basis of relationship-based personal service. A strong credit union is built on strong relationships. Estacado Federal Credit Union, where you are more than a number. You're a member. Federally insured by NCUA.
Eat, shop, stay, and play in Hobbs during the 65th Annual Hobbs Holiday Basketball Tournament. Thursday, December 26th through Saturday, the 28th. Help welcome teams from all over New Mexico and Texas to the Ralph Tasker Arena at Hobbs High. Purchase advance tickets online at hobbsschools.net/athletics/tickets. The Hobbs Holiday Tournament is sponsored by the Hobbs Chamber of Commerce and Hobbs Municipal Schools. Ad paid for by Hobbs Lodgers Tax.
Attention business owners, grow your revenue and increase your profits. The Small Business Development Center will show you how. Attend this free seminar on Wednesday, December 18th. Learn marketing, management, business plan development, tax planning, and more. Even if you're thinking about starting a business, you need to register now at 624-7131 or online at nmsbdc.org. Wednesday, December 18th, 8 a.m. at ENMUR's ITC building. Presented by the Roswell Hispano Chamber and paid for in part by the City of Roswell Lodgers Tax.
Calling all space explorers. This holiday season, the New Mexico Museum of Space History in Alamogordo is launching a stellar family event. Donate 2 canned goods to support your local food banks and get free admission. Blast off into fun planetary activities. Kids hunt for cosmic clues, meet robots, and learn about space heroes, and so much more. Don't miss the New Mexico Museum of Space History's annual Holiday on the Hill, December 14th from 10 till 2 in Alamogordo, where science meets holiday cheer.
At Caveman Spray Foam Insulation, they can help you with all your insulation needs. Whether it be a new build, a remodel, or that old metal shop, they've got you covered. Certified and with over 12 years combined experience, there is nothing that can't be insulated. With free quotes available and serving all of Eddy, Lee, and Chavez counties in New Mexico, with a service available in West Texas, call the pros today at Caveman Spray Foam Insulation, 575-361-2228. If it can be sprayed, we'll spray it.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
Well, we've been in the mountains. Now let's go to Roswell and down 285 with temperatures. It's about 57 degrees on this Wednesday. Not much difference between Roswell and Carlsbad at 58 degrees and 55 degrees at our radio studios in Lovington. Well, at our studios by tomorrow, 56 degrees for a high, but 60 degrees for Carlsbad and 59 degrees for Roswell. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
Let's go! Up and at 'em. All right, rise and shine.
Good morning to you, too.
Go, let's go, let's go!
Be in the Breakfast Club, broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio.
You have questions? We have answers.
Text line at 877-396-W105. Powered by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer.
Why? How does it affect your family?
Why are they doing that?
You have questions?
Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer.
Check us out on Facebook.
The new and improved Be in the Breakfast Club, now including Monica and Blake.
I don't know how those two managed to be so perky in the morning.
Today is National App Day. It is National App Day today. Head on over to the App Store or maybe Google Play.
Multiple apps running at the same time.
Sort for software application.
I have my mom app and my career app and my wife app and my yoga potty app.
My favorite app is...
My favorite apps are the ones before my entree.
Happy National App Day.
Go time!
And that is the question of the day. What is your favorite app? We'll make our way around the table in just a second. Morning show this morning. Text line 877-396-W105 being brought to you by Kubota and Amigo Machinery. They are your Kubota dealer. Get in touch with Bill today, amigo-machinery.com. Question of the day, what is your favorite app? Question of the day being brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer, Avenue D in Lovington, more than just a parts store. And, of course, broadcasting from the End of the Mountain God studio. And, Tom, what is your favorite app?
I don't think I have one, to tell you the truth.
You don't have an app?
Well, I've got the W105 app.
Well, that's the best one.
There you go. And I'll listen to it when I'm in Texas tomorrow.
What? Wait, you're in Texas tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the day you fly to Waco.
Yes.
Because they're afraid for him to drive.
They told me it takes you too long.
They're making him drive an hour and a half to get on a plane.
He's got to drive to Roswell, which is going to take him like 4 hours. He could have been in Waco already in just a little bit more.
But I don't know what to take, 380 or 285. Which one is? If 285 is okay, I may take that one.
I think they're both open. They're both open. Take your.
Do you want my humble opinion, Tom? To me, and I don't know highways. I just know where I'm going. I go and go to Hagerman because the airport's right there.
Yeah, it is on that side.
Oh, yes. It is right there.
Yeah, but you'll get lost. And probably go 285. Or maybe drive to Tatum, or take the shortcut to get on the Tatum.
No shortcut. Is there a shortcut?
All right, Monica, what is your favorite?
Put it in your phone, Tom, and follow Google. There you go.
You know, that's a tough question because I enjoy so many of them, but I'd probably have to say YouTube, my YouTube app, or my Bible app.
Yeah, and Blake, what would be your favorite app?
Well, obviously the W105 app, but like Monica, I have a lot of different apps, and I would have to classify them as to what my favorites are, right? Because I have you have all the social media apps. You have
sure.
I have a lot of travel apps with camping and stuff like that, and then of course you have various other apps like Ride with GPS, which is and Strava and all those things. But
mine would probably have to be YouTube, X, and DuckDuckGo. And DuckDuckGo, because I don't want anybody tracking me if I'm plotting something, not that I would be.
Sure.
Not that I would be, but I don't want anybody
Hey, can you elaborate a little bit about DuckDuckGo? Because I've heard you reference it a few times, and I've never heard of it.
It's a search engine.
Okay.
Like Google.
Okay.
Like you can go into the top of your screen and type in DuckDuckGo, and it'll say, do you want to download this app? And you use it because it doesn't track everything you do.
Okay. Cool.
So
make it your browser.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you use that instead of Safari on your phone?
Yeah, most of the time. Most of the time.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to try it.
Plus, stuff is still up there. So with Google and Safari, if they don't want you to see it, they hide it.
Yep.
Sure.
And it's still available in DuckDuckGo.
Okay.
Well, because it searches the whole internet.
Okay.
Right? It doesn't.
Dark internet, whatever.
Well,
it's going to find.
Well, I don't think it does all that, but you got to.
And for those who are searching for an app, go to the App Store. Well, Tom, how do I find the App Store? Well, it looks like a picnic table. The logo. does.
Maybe.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it does.
Well, it
got
depends
the A
on if
and
you're
the
an Android or if you're on an iPhone.
True.
Like a picnic table.
What are you wanting them to get, Tom?
Well, I don't know. They have the W105 app.
Or you can go to W105radio.com.
Like
right
picnic table.
Just
that's a damn letter A. I had to go look at the. It's an A.
Yeah, but it looks like a picnic table.
It is an
like a picnic table. How is that like a picnic table? Are you eating from the top of the A?
Monica, it looks like a picnic table, don't it?
It does.
No,
it doesn't.
No, to Tom it does.
How would you eat on top of the A?
Just go to W105radio.com.
Oh, Lord. Today is Holiday Food Drive for Needy Animals Day, International Mountain Day, National App Day, National Bagel Day, National Noodle Ring Day, National Stretching Day. Tom, when's the last time you have stretched?
I tried to stretch this morning, but my back was killing me.
I tried.
Why you stretch? When's the last time you touched your toes?
Because I got a long trip tomorrow, man.
So
he can't be sore.
Answer about that. When's the last time you touched your toes?
I don't know.
Give me a year. Come on now.
A year.
When's the last time you touched your toes?
I think I can do it today if my back wasn't hurting.
Go right ahead, Tom.
Right, let's go.
Oh, I got to see this. Go. Monica?
Are you ready?
You can even stay. Look, I'll even give you credit if you stay in the chair and lean over and touch your toes.
Okay.
Let me video.
You got to do
This
forward, though. You got to
doesn't
go
happen
forward.
if we
Lean
don't
forward,
video.
not sideways.
Ready, set, go. Yay! You did it, Tom.
I did it. Thank
There you go. Credit.
Yeah.
So the more you do that and do your hip flexors, which is you lean down and it looks like you put your hip to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then you stretch with your arm over your head and then behind your back. The more you do stretching, the better off you're
Kind
going
of
to
like
be.
the hokey pokey. You put your hip bone here, you put your hip bone there, you put your hip bone there, and you turn it all around.
I've got a long trip tomorrow. I'm going to
The more
Waco.
you stretch, your back will hurt less. Like you say, your back hurts, so you can't stretch. You stretch through that. Oh,
yeah. It is being reported Democrats are furious at Joe Biden because he is going to hand over the keys to the White House to Donald Trump. And they asked Joe Biden for a comment. He said, "Look, I don't want to make Donald Trump mad at me." And meanwhile, other Democrats are furious that Joe's decision to not die in the late 90s. They're very upset over that also. New York City. Some people are celebrating Daniel Penny, found not guilty of criminal neglect, homicide, and that subway choking. And they to show their respects to Penny, there are actually thousands of subway passengers are actually peeing in the bathroom this week.
Oh, wow.
We appreciate that. Yes, instead of the subway.
Okay.
And Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly have ended their off again, on again.
MGK.
Yeah.
Are you sure they finally ended it?
Well,
Yeah,
she's pregnant too, isn't she?
Yeah, I thought she was pregnant.
Who knows? And that could be why they split up.
Yeah.
Is she's hormonal. That could be it. And the producer of the documentary called Yacht Rock called up Steely Dan founder Daniel Fagan, asked him, Donald Fagan, to appear on the documentary, and Fagan dropped the F-bomb and hung up on him.
Really?
Yeah, he hates that term yacht rock. He hates that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he just slammed the phone, F-bomb, and slammed the phone down on him. God bless you.
He should have told him he was doing a documentary on his solo career instead of the Steely Dan thing, and then he would got him.
Yeah, that didn't go very far. All right, 616. Before we proceed, we have a brand new sponsor on the show, Tom, and we got the sponsor, and I think it could help you. You've heard of a lot of the weight loss drugs, right?
Yep.
Santa Claus actually has one.
Whoa.
He's ready to.
Ho, ho, ho,
Hi, it's Santa Claus. I know. I don't sound or look the same since losing 217 pounds thanks to Ozempic.
Ozempic is a once-weekly injection to help lower your blood sugar, especially for those on a steady diet of gumdrops, candy canes, and sugar cookies.
You know, before Ozempic, I felt like a fa-la-la-la-la-la-la-la loser. And that bowl full of jelly, it's now a bowl full of abs.
You might feel naughty on Ozempic.
Hey, girl, you want to mingle with the Kringle?
Side effects include confusion, seizures, and may cause some to feel less jolly.
Damn it, Blippi! This rocking horse doesn't rock! Son of a...
Once weekly, Ozempic.
Since Ozempic, the girls around Santa's workshop, they don't call me Father Christmas anymore. They just call me Daddy. Ho, 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 Ozempic! Ho, 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 Ozempic!
Use as directed.
Tom, it's a brand new sponsor. It's just for you.
Yep.
So get her done.
Ho.
I was actually watching a YouTube video today about this guy, and he's a health fitness guru, but he was a little overweight and got on Ozempic, and he said the number one thing that he discovered was that your urges to eat, just where your cravings for like sugar and that type of stuff it was gone. And he lost like 5 kilos in like 3 weeks. That's 5 kilos. What is that? That's like 13 pounds, something like that, about 13 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And he said, but it raised his resting heart rate. Somebody told him to check his resting heart rate, and it actually raised his heart rate. And he said he just got to the point where he got off, but he lost a lot of weight. And this is the trend: people that are not obese that are getting on it.
Kevin, you need to reset your camera too. By the way, again.
Oh, well, at least we have internet. Trump assassination attempt. Task force finds failures with the Secret Service leadership and their planning.
Yep.
Well, you know, the guy that was in charge of that, the butler, went before Congress last week, and he actually yelled at Congress. And you know who else yelled at Congress yesterday? Postmaster General.
Why?
He covered his ears so he wouldn't hear what they had to tell him. That's a little childish, especially from an organization that keeps coming back for more money.
Right.
Unbelievable. New Mexico oil income investments has now surpassed the income tax revenue coming in from the state. Is it time for us to do away with income tax in New Mexico?
Yes. All in favor.
Wouldn't that be? Why we have all this surplus of money?
They don't need our
Why
taxes.
do we need income tax?
That's a good argument, I will say.
Yeah, we have more than $3 billion surplus.
Yep.
Yes.
That is a good argument.
Well,
Yeah.
and
So
their
the,
argument is going to be the boom and bust cycle.
Sure.
I guess.
But
general fund income from the state's two multi-billion-dollar permanent funds and interest on the Treasury account expected to climb to $2.1 billion in the fiscal year between July 2024 and June 2025, surpassing the $2 billion in revenue for personal income tax in this state. Economists estimating that the state record-setting $13.6 billion general fund income for the fiscal year that will run between July of 25 and June of 26. They expect about a 2.6% increase. We are becoming a very wealthy state because of oil and gas, but we still have 60+% of our population in the state, our citizens of New Mexico, that are on some form of welfare.
Right.
We're going to talk about a Albuquerque father that is arrested for getting in the fight at a high school. We'll get to that in just a second. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by North Star Laundry. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes. They can starch you up. They can keep you looking good. And if you want to do all that yourself, not a problem. Yeah, they can point you in the direction of the coin-operated machines. They are open 7 days a week at all three of their locations. 604 West Church in Carlsbad, 609 West Lee in Carlsbad, and 406 West Cedar in Loving. North Star Laundry, drop your clothes off today, and they can take care of everything. Should be a nice day today. Should be fairly nice throughout the day. High temperature 55. Sunny skies are expected. Could get below freezing tonight. Down back in the 30s. Should be cloudy tonight. And then 56. Cloudy skies coming up for your Thursday and Friday, warming up back in the 60s. Quick look at the weather this morning being brought to you by Finn's Country Market. Christmas countdown is going on right now, and they've got big savings like the spiral ham, Harmel spiral ham, $1.97 a pound. Beef arm roast, $3.99 a pound. T-bone steak, $6.99 a pound. Shank portion ham, 97 cents a pound. From the produce department, they've got juicy apples, $1.99 a pound. Navel oranges, 3-pound bag for $1.99. You can get Del Monte bananas, 2 pounds for $1. Also from the deli department, lemon peppered turkey, $6.99 a pound, and chopped ham, $3.49 a pound. Black Forest ham, just $5.49 a pound. And if you're starting to stock up for Christmas, they've got you covered with Pepsi and Mountain Dew and Big Red. They've got 12 packs. Get 2 12-packs for just $11 today. Get it all at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. Already 6:23, Tom in the text.
All right, this texter says, who the heck is breathing into the mic? You need to quit it already, because a lot of people who are on the app don't listen, can't hear me breathe. So you guys just...
Wait a minute.
No, they all hear breathe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that's just on my first screen text saying
Yeah,
the
I
same
see
thing.
it too, but I'm way the heck out here. I don't see how they can do it.
I'm 8 foot away.
Yeah, I am 8 feet away.
You're right on
Yeah,
it.
we gave him a pass this morning because he bent down and touched his toes. So.
Well, that probably heavy.
All right, so where can I get that shot? I need it for my health, says this one texter.
Hozempic?
Mm-hmm. The Hozempic.
And it sounds like a horse breathing into the mic since Tom touched his toes. Told you. Tom stretched this morning, and he stretched out the shirt he put on.
And when's the last time? Oh, you said that one. Yeah, seen his toes. Of course, W105. But thank goodness for Find My app, because I lose my keys. He says, and phone all the time.
Of course, W105. But thank goodness for my Find My app. I lose my keys, phone, AirPods, everything. Says this texter.
Are you Tom's brother?
My favorite app is the turn off the phone app. Hey, it's like that sometimes. You just gotta shut it down, huh? Tommy,
I mean, anybody downloaded the app to find your car?
No.
Serious?
There's one for that?
No.
Yes. Yes, there's actually an app that will help you find your car. Say you park wherever you park your car. Tom, that's one you probably need.
I don't ever lose my car.
Oh, come on, Tom. How many times have you come out of the grocery store and can't remember where you parked?
Well, yeah, because the stores don't have any lights or numbers to where their parking lot is at.
What stores are you going to?
Beacon?
Huh?
Just look for the pole. You're probably right next to it.
They're not numbered, man.
You probably crash right next to it.
I need to get me one of those handicap deals because my knees are bad.
Well, go to the doctor, and then you got to go to DMV.
I see him.
And I'm sure the doctor is going to tell you, if you lost like 100 pounds, your knees probably wouldn't be as bad.
Ain't the
So
weight.
let's do the check. Let's go through the checkup this morning. Your back is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Your knees are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and finish it. Let's get it all out of the way. Go ahead.
I have no strength.
You have no strength, so you're weak.
Even my hands, stuff I can't really hold on to.
Like your phone?
Tom can't hold on to anything. Okay, continue. Go ahead. I'm making a list.
I'm just getting old. That's what it is.
I gotta read. While you're thinking of something else, I gotta read this one. It says, snoring Tom got me. Had to pull off the road thinking something was leaking, and it was Tom's breathing.
Oh.
And Tom's favorite apps is the buffet app, says the texter. Okay.
Yeah, it alerts you if a new buffet is opening in town. It's an awesome
And
app.
I can't just turn off his microphone because I never know when he's going to say something. And
right.
We have a little red button over there that he could hold down, but he won't.
So he can't. Can you not hear yourself breathing in the headphones? You can't.
Well, we can.
Tom, this person said, "Good morning, everyone. I would like to give a shout out to my husband, Patrick Morrison. Today is his birthday.
Happy birthday,
Pat,
Patrick.
I hope you have a great day today. I mean,
he's a good guy.
Anybody that's friends with Patrick, a true friend is Patrick Morrison. I mean, yeah, you could call him and tell him you're out in the middle of nowhere and needed some help, and Patrick would do whatever he had to do to get the job done.
Well, I'll tell a story. A few years ago when we were in Roswell, I had to go to the house for something. My car broke down, and Patrick actually took his trailer and picked it up and helped me bring it back home.
Yep. So
nice guy.
Patrick, hope you have a great day today.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Looks like a father arrested for fighting at Del Norte High School. Fight between two Del Norte high school students and the girls' bathroom Monday ended with an adult. Joseph Salazar was arrested. On Tuesday, KOB spoke with Salazar's wife about what happened, and she said, I get a phone call from my daughter saying that my other daughter because they have 3 daughters attending Del Norte High School. I got a phone call saying that my daughter was in a fight. And my daughter was like, it wasn't just a normal fight, Mom. That's what the wife said. And I guess the dad went out there, and it led to him being arrested.
Wow.
That's
in the
wild.
parking lot. So according to a criminal complaint, there is a parking lot surveillance video of another fight on the school grounds. This time, they say that Salazar is seen on video waiting for the other student and their parents in the parking lot before getting out and punching the student. So the fight breaks out between the adults. By the way, the judge did release him on conditions. He'll be back in court early next year. He's been charged with assault and battery, and I would think he'll be charged with assaulting a minor. And you can't hit students, you can't hit minors. Nowadays, you can't even hit adults. Let's just phrase it like that. Mitch McConnell took a fall yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Of course, has had multiple strokes and has frozen up multiple times while doing appearances and speeches. Longtime Republican leader fell after the Senate Republican Conference weekly Tuesday luncheon, where he had addressed the group. McConnell reportedly had a cut on his face. He's 82 years old and was treated by emergency medical personnel, and you could see him heading back to his office in a wheelchair. Now, this is his last term, correct?
I think so, yes.
He said that he is not going to run again.
Yes. He said that, but, when he doesn't, then that'll be it.
I mean, don't you have something better to do?
Right.
I am going to play this cut coming up in just a little bit. Postmaster General sparred with the Georgia congressman and then put his hands over his ears so he wouldn't have to hear the Georgia congressman. Tom, do you think people are using the post office like they used to do 15, 20 years ago?
I don't think so. I think they use a lot of the online stuff to mail their bills and stuff.
So wouldn't we change the business model of the Postal Service?
Sure.
Well, if it ain't working.
If I own the Postal Service, I would change the business model, yes.
Every year they go back to Congress and they need $6 billion more. They're expected to take a $10 billion loss this year.
Well,
last year they took a $6.5 billion loss. And in the meantime, UPS and FedEx are making a record profit.
Yep.
Is it time to privatize the Postal Service? It is hemorrhaging in the red. And I know that a lot of people have never run a business in their life. But when you're hemorrhaging in the red, losing $10 billion a year, you need to make changes. And the Postal Service is just dead set on not making changes.
Well, the government bails them out. Why
the
do they
government needs to stop bailing them out. It's time to privatize or just why can't you compete? I've said it before and I'll say it again. UPS or FedEx could take over the Postal Service and have it profitable within 3 years.
Probably, but the problem is that the post office tries to do everything. Like if they only handled the mail and not packages, they probably could be okay. Mm-hmm. Because FedEx and UPS and those things, they just handle packages.
Right.
And as someone who buys and sells and ships things, FedEx and UPS almost always beat the post office on shipping prices.
That's right.
Right. But they made a terrible deal with Amazon.
Sure did.
And now they're crying about it. Well, you guys made the deal.
Right.
And, you either are a break-even proposition. We're not asking you to make money. You're a break-even proposition. Are the fat cats up at the top? And I'm not talking about the workers that work at the post office.
No, it's not
Great
them.
job. They do a great job.
I'm talking about Louis DeJoy, the postmaster. I want to know how much money does that dude make?
Too much.
He makes a buttload of money. So the fat cats at the top should be cut, and and keep them out of the election process.
Right.
We don't need them setting up ballot box retrieval. We don't need that. Just deliver in the mail. And if the business model was changed, just like the newspaper industry business model was changed, radio business model was changed, and we've all had to figure it out. The Postal Service needs to figure it out. Be done. Be done. Let a private industry take it over. It shouldn't be the sacred cow. It shouldn't be.
We shouldn't have any sacred cows.
No. Looks like United Postal Service is offering a $100,000 reward for mail stolen in Albuquerque. Evidently, thieves broke into many mailboxes, many mailboxes, and so they're offering $100,000 reward for more information. Looks like the arrest has been made Saturday. Another shooting in Roswell. Police in Roswell arrested a man over the weekend that left another man injured. Electronic court records state Nehemiah Horton, 20 years old, was detained Monday. An active arrest warrant for a probation violation when officers executed that search warrant on his South Lincoln Avenue home. Horton was later charged with 1 count of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, tampering with evidence, and shooting that happened near his home early Saturday morning. See, it's clowns like this guy that continue to get in trouble with the law and shoot somebody with a weapon. And they did find the weapon. It was a .22 caliber AR style weapon. And police say that Horton said he fired a warning shot, which ended up striking the victim in the face. Oh. And don't be fooled. A .22 can kill you, especially if it's up close.
Right.
Tom, do you think a .22 is the chosen caliber for hitmen?
No, is that the one that's got little BBs in it? That little .22?
Yeah, little BBs. Yes,
no, that would be a BB gun.
Oh.
Yeah, you'd be spot on. All right, tweet of the day on the way. Morning show being brought to you by A Custom Construction and Roofing and insurance specialists. Licensed, bonded, insured. You can find them today by picking up the phone and calling Dwayne Pennick. He's a local veteran. 575-318-9725. Probably the most important word I just said is local. He's local. Don't trust these out-of-town contractors. That warranty they gave you is not worth the paper it's written on because they're gone. Never to be found again. These folks have been in business for 30 years. A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Every year they've been open. Get in touch with Dwayne Pennick today. That number again, 575-318-9725. Monica in the text.
All right, Luke, I'm Tom A. Go fetch my oxygen tank. They're going to give you crap all morning about this. Tom needs an app that alerts him when a trash can is nearby. And good morning from Clovis, New Mexico. Tom A's favorite app is his OnlyFans app. You guys keep talking about this OnlyFans stuff.
Tom's not paying for OnlyFans.
He's using your credit card, B. That's why it keeps getting shut down.
Oh, I mean, he can randomly just walk around taking pictures of women.
I didn't even know what that was until y'all told me the other day.
And then post the pictures up on Facebook and then have women go, why the hell's he posting up my picture?
No, nobody believes that you don't know what OnlyFans is.
I didn't until you guys told me the other day.
USPS is the most unreliable way to send any mail, says Jeff from the Patch. T-Walk says, look at the discounts USPS gives for bulk mail. It's pennies on the dollar. They charge flare rates, and it would end junk mail. Okay. And Gary from the Patch says, the Postmaster General makes $276,000 a year.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
This text says, talk.
I mean, but look at the perks that he gets also.
Free stamps.
And part of the reason, let's not fool ourselves, as Tom says, food stamps.
Free stamps.
Free stamps. Yes, he's getting free stamps, the forever stamp. Part of the reason the Postal Service is never going away is because doesn't Congress get free mailers?
Yes.
They can mail stuff in bulk to their constituents.
Yep.
That could be why it's not going away, because they're not paying for it.
Well, they don't pay for much of anything. Really, if you look at Congress and the way it's set up and their pay rates and their insurance and all their benefits, they are not the common folk. They can say what they want about the common folk, but they no longer are one of us. They are part of the elite.
Don't they have like a cafeteria? They get food served to them, and don't they have a club that they can go in and a slush fund? I mean, if they sexually harass somebody, they can use the slush fund.
Right.
They're not one of us. All right, one or two more, guys.
All right, talking about the oil and gas surpassing personal tax, New Mexico needs to take a page from the North Dakota and establish a legacy fund. And this texter asked Blake, could you look that up? It was established in 2009, says the texter.
I think their legislature did it in 2009, but they voted for it in the state in 2010. And
I think it's given a page out of Alaska and give us a rebate on the oil and gas revenue.
Well, their legacy fund deposits into their general fund, and that's what that is to offset, and it comes from the oil and gas industry, obviously.
Wow!
But they've made I want to say $8 billion in deposits in the last 14 years. Yeah, it's really.
And they're not a huge oil and gas producer like New Mexico.
They're one of the top states, but they're not anywhere near our level.
Yeah, I don't think they're close to us.
No.
And this other texter says, "Hey, what's y'all's opinion on a handgun?" Says the texter, with a 17 HMR chambered in let me read that again. What's y'all's opinion on a handgun that's chambered in 17 HMR? What is that, 17 HMR?
I'm trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
I don't know
right,
what you're
that's
saying either.
He read it right. That's what the texter said.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
I don't know what that is.
Looks like CYFD is asking for $413 million for their new budget. Of course, legislative session's coming up next month, and people are already asking for more money. And the director of CYFD, the secretary, Teresa Kobos, is asking for $413 million. They still aren't fully, they've tried to hire people. They can't find people to go to work in the state for whatever reason. And she goes on to say that they have a 90% rate of satisfactory completions for all formal and informal probation clients. Yeah, look, that could be it, but I continue to hear the horror stories about kids being put in horrific situations. So why should we give you a 6% increase? I mean, I get it. They have over 2,000 kids in their care. But it just seems like a lot of money, $413 million.
That is a lot.
It is.
That's a lot of money.
You know,
And an HMR that's the Hornady round. That's the Magnum rifle round. And I think there's only like 2 handguns that even have that. And I'm not sure one of them is actually really a handgun.
One texter said it's like a faster 22 mag since it's a 17 cal. Look at me like I know what I'm talking about. And another texter says,
I think most everything that takes that is a rifle.
I hope y'all understand what I'm about to say. 17 HMR is a 22 Magnum neck down to 17 caliber. All right, I feel like I know all about guns right now.
You do. Well, a little 22 bullet, and it's going down. I mean, 17 is smaller than 22.
Looks like Boeing is laying off 400 workers at their plant in Washington State. And but we knew this was going to happen because Boeing is in some serious trouble. Financially, there are lots of lawsuits that are coming down the pike. They're in big trouble. And Al Sharpton, a nonprofit. What's your definition of a nonprofit?
That you're not making no money.
Well, we'll see about that. Al Sharpton pocketed $1 million in a bonus from his National Action Network.
Now look, here's the thing. Like Tom just did the classic, a nonprofit can't make any money.
Sure.
And that's not true. A nonprofit can make a lot of money. They're just not in the business to make money.
Make money.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like, if you take the breast cancer thing, they make a ton of money.
Oh, yeah.
And they give it to their executives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not in the business to make money.
So wouldn't instead of Al Sharpton taking $1 million, wouldn't it be better to put that money in inner cities where it's supposed to be going?
You think,
I'm just
right? Yes.
I'm just asking. Maybe I'm off just a little bit.
And that guy owes back taxes, don't he?
Supposedly. And Donald Trump announced that Kimberly Guilfoyle is going to be his ambassador to Greece. Now, I'm hearing that Junior and Kimberly are no longer a romantic item.
They're broke up.
But Donald Trump still took care of her, Tom.
She's a pretty ambassador, that's for sure.
He's going to I'll send her to Greece. Get her away from you, son. I'll take care of that. Not a problem. And correct me if I'm wrong, Blake. Is it called dengue fever?
Yeah, that's close enough. Dengue fever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I lived in Louisiana. I had never heard of dengue fever until I moved to the Philippines. And I know multiple people that have got it. It's pretty brutal. But the reports
I think it originated in Africa, if I'm not mistaken.
So the number of people in America that have got it have tripled.
Wow.
12.6 million this year in America. By the way, there are people that die from it.
Right. Oh yeah.
There are people that die from it. It's pretty rough. I mean, you're going to be on IV fluids and antibiotics. It's not good. And so we've got a lot of cases in America. Isn't it mosquito borne?
That's what I was going to ask.
It
How's
is.
it spread?
Is by mosquito.
Yeah. So Tom, don't get bit by a mosquito. I'm just warning you. The Western Governors Association. Guess who was in Vegas?
Michelle Hungerstrom.
She's not in New Mexico, so.
No, she was having a great time. All right, we got to get to the tweet of the day this morning, being brought to you by Platinum Auto Services in Carlsbad, professional mechanics that you can trust. Every one of their mechanics are ASE certified technicians. They use nothing but high quality auto parts. They've got the experience to get the job done, and their number one goal is customer satisfaction. They offer fleet service. So if you've got a company and you got a bunch of vehicles, they offer fleet service So call them today. If you got a vehicle that's not running and you need somebody to figure it out with diagnostics, not a problem. If you're making all that oil field money and want to lift your pickup truck, they can do that for you. They can do it all. How about tires and accessories? They can take care of that too. 606 South Canal in Carlsbad, or 575-689-6900. Get in touch with them today. Proud sponsor of the Tweet of the Day. Well, Texas Public Schools, the Bible will be in Texas Public Schools for the first time in a long, long time. Here is the Tweet of the Day.
For the first time ever, public school curriculum infused with Bible lessons will be allowed and rewarded.
8-7, the motion passes.
The Texas Board of Education narrowly approved new state-authorized curriculum for 2.3 million public school students from kindergarten through 5th grade, starting next year. Material being taught includes the Golden Rule, using lessons from the Bible and referring to the Bible as a series of ancient texts.
So this had passed the legislature, and then of course, the education department passed it yesterday, and the Bible teaching in public schools. And I think this is awesome, but beware.
Yeah, it's coming.
Because that comes with a lot of responsibility, because there will also be people that want to teach devil worshiping and
the Muslims
about the Quran.
Yep. Yeah. Because that's an ancient text too.
Yeah, and so beware. Carrie Jean-Pierre addressing the $50 billion loan as Joe Biden leaves office. We are handing out money like government food stamps.
Merry Christmas.
$50 billion loan. Do you think that loan will ever be paid back?
We ain't seen none of that money. Are you kidding?
No.
The United States and G7 are now making good on that commitment. Together, we will leverage income earned from frozen Russian sovereign assets to provide a total of $50 billion of extraordinary revenue acceleration ERA loans to Ukraine. This will lend vital support to the people of Ukraine as they defend their country, and it also makes clear aggressors and tyrants will be responsible for the damage they cause.
You know what? There's plenty of places in the world where they believe that America is the aggressor and the tyrants.
Yep. Well, they just gave $10 billion to Iran as well.
And Joe Biden, all terrorist organizations. He's like, oh, they're good people, and then yesterday he starts yelling at people and saying, we need to be the leaders.
I can't name a single country in the world that doesn't think. Put it this way. If we're not leading the world, who does? Not a joke. Not being wise guy.
No.
If we do not lead the world, what nation leads the world? Who pulls Europe together? Who tries to pull the Middle East together? How do we do the Indian Ocean? What do we do in Africa? We, the United States, lead the world.
Well, I mean, leading the world is fine. Giving away all our hard-earned tax dollars is completely different. Joe Biden also said yesterday that Donald Trump inherits the strongest economic situation in the world.
They got a comedian or what?
He must be. 652, Daniel Penny, of course, not guilty. I love Scott Jennings on CNN. He continues to put these clowns in their place.
The Congressional Gold Medal to recognize his heroism. I'm not asking you about anyone.
I think he ought to get medal. I think they ought to build a statue to this guy in New York City.
I think that race, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the dreaded R word. Race plays a role in this, right? And so we see it. Yes, absolutely. Because statistics say that.
Wasn't there a similar case in New York City at the same time this one was going on?
That when people kill people who are white, they tend to get harsher sentences, especially if they're people of color.
What about the Jordan Williams case?
That is what happens in our criminal justice system.
First of all,
no, I'm not going to stop because race absolutely plays a role in this.
I said, what about the Jordan Williams case here in New York? Same situation, African American, gets on a subway, ends up killing a guy. Grand jury tosses it out at the exact same time as the Penny case.
What about Bernard Getz?
I am sick and tired of everything being based on race. By the way, some of the people that he actually rescued were actually people of color.
Mm-hmm.
And
they
get
were
ready
witnesses.
Get ready for the civil case to come down the pike, because the family wants to take every money, whatever money that Penny has, and any future earnings also.
The civil case that is being brought by Neely's father. What's your take on what?
My take with that is the two lawyers sitting across from you, Martha, and you've noticed for a long time, have just beaten back probably the largest and most well-funded district attorney's office in the entire country, if not the world. Somebody wants to try and profiteer ghoulishly off this tragedy. Understand that we're going to push back at that with equal.
Well,
vigor.
let me. Where was the family member? Where were these caring family members before this happened? Because it wasn't his first arrest.
That's right. That's right. Where were they at, and where were they helping him whenever he was going crazy?
Where were these people?
Mm-hmm.
And Judge Janine on Fox actually had Daniel Penny on. Here's what he had to say about that day.
Confrontational person. I don't really extend myself. I think this type of thing is very uncomfortable. All this attention and limelight is very uncomfortable, and I would prefer without it. I didn't want any type of attention or praise, and I still don't. Mm-hmm. The guilt I would have felt if someone did get hurt, if he did do what he was threatening to do, would never be able to live with myself. And I'll take 1 million court appearances and people calling me names and people hating me just to keep one of those people from getting hurt or killed.
Amen. And Tom, what would you do?
He's being a good Samaritan, man.
What would you do, though? What would you do? Would you stand up for somebody?
Absolutely.
No, you wouldn't. The other day, we had the thing about if something was going after your wife, what would you do? And you said nothing.
Yeah, you said you'd let the bear attack her.
Oh, that's a bear.
So a predator is a predator.
You know, I would have to say that I would hope that I would be able to help in that situation. I don't know that I would be able to, because I probably am the one that would need some help. But while we're on this subject, did you guys see that video that's been going around on Facebook of that guy that jumped in to help the Hobbs police at Walmart here in Hobbs?
No.
So one of my friends posted the video of it, and basically these two cops were trying to arrest this man in Hobbs at the Walmart, and they were having an extremely hard time. So this, just a normal citizen, big guy, jumped in and sat on the guy and helped the cops arrest him finally. The video ends whenever the guy...
You could have sat on the guy.
Not me. Did you say Tom?
Yeah, so I said Tom could have sat on the guy.
Yeah.
How did the video end?
Well, it ended with the guy helping the cops. He came to the cops' rescue because those cops were, I don't know if the guy was on something or just mega
you're on
strong.
methamphetamine or cocaine or whatever.
Yeah,
your strength goes up by 10, probably.
Yeah. It was, I thought of that story immediately. There are people who, no questions asked, they're going to do whatever they have to do, just like this guy did.
And that's why a great majority of the police, work out, keep themselves in tip-top shape, because they're going to be battling with people that are a lot of times they're going to be extremely strong. Black Lives Matter, talk about Penny. And this lady is not happy with jury consultants. Blake, how often are jury consultants called in when there's a murder trial?
All the time.
More and more and more now.
It's a big business.
It is a big business.
Yeah. Listen to this woman who's upset about the jury consultants.
Diverse Manhattan jury. Why is it? Well, it was 4 people of color.
That's known typically
I
as
was there during jury selection.
Whether it was
Black women were shut out for having unconventional hair, but there were 9 white jurors.
Sorry, is that what they said? They said it was for unconventional hair? Or you're just presuming that?
It was unconventional hair.
A juror was dismissed for having unconventional hair.
Unconventional hair.
That's made up.
No, it's not.
Who said? Which lawyer said that?
The defense attorney.
Which one? He said what?
He said that she had unconventional hair because her hair was purple, that she would have unconventional thoughts. And were you in the courtroom?
No, I was not.
For 7 weeks?
I was not. But I understand. But the idea, right? Well, but again, the notion that she's being dismissed because of her hair. I assume you're assuming it's because of her race, right?
It absolutely was about weight.
Right.
Why was the expert jury consultant brought in who got off people for OJ, who had a racial trial, who brought in Kyle Rittenhouse, a young man who bought an AR-15 and killed Americans exercising their.
What does Kyle Rittenhouse have to do with this?
Because the jury expert.
These Black Lives Matters, they have no credibility. They took billions of dollars in donations and spent it on themselves. They did not prop up one African-American child. How many scholarships have they given away?
0.
Absolutely none. None. Why would anybody believe these clowns?
Well, and to bring Rittenhouse into it, he shot someone who had a gun that was going to kill him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Unbelievable. All right, morning show this morning being brought to you by Maine Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without Maine Trailer Sales. 70 years experience, great customer service, and they are stocked with inventory. 2 lots in Roswell, fifth wheels, toy haulers, ultralights. If you're getting paid that per diem and you're living in a hotel, you ought to get yourself a fifth wheel. Yeah, put the per diem towards your payments on that fifth wheel. When it's paid, yeah, the per diem paid for it. It is yours. Don't go camping without Maine Trailer Sales. They've got 70 years experience. They give awesome deals, and they got great customer service. Service after the sale, 575-822-1751, MaineTrailerSalesInc.com. Tom A. and the text.
All right, Kathy from the Patch is chiming in. She says, there are 3 types of people in this world. There are the sheep, there are the wolves, and then there are the shepherds. And this man that produced them is a shepherd. Protected them is a shepherd, and he took out a wolf, and we should be grateful for that.
I agree, Kathy.
Amen to that, Kathy.
Mm-hmm. That guy's name was Potsy, referring to the guy at Walmart, the one that was jumping in or the one that they were trying to arrest. And Big Trucker C said, I do agree with Kevin. Crackheads are strong. You could hit them with your best 2-piece and a biscuit. And they'll look at you like you did nothing. LOL. Oh my gosh. I get it. 2-piece and a biscuit.
This texter says, I do have to correct Kevin, though, on his statement that North Dakota doesn't produce that much oil and gas. North Dakota is the number 3 producer behind New Mexico.
Well, that's what I said. I don't think they produce as much as we do.
Yeah, they're number 3.
And
but it's actually a lot closer than you think. They sent a photo, and it was like 1.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
It was like 1.9 for New Mexico, like 1.14 for North Dakota.
That's still a lot.
They're number 3, and they are number 3, well ahead of anyone else.
I thought they said South Dakota.
No, North Dakota. North Dakota.
In the text, did it say South Dakota or North Dakota?
North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Okay.
Oh, is there a water buffalo breathing into the mic? Tom, back up, says the texters. And
get away from the mic, Tom. Get away from the mic.
Morning,
all right,
y'all.
we got to get.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go
Morning,
ahead.
y'all. My wife is a medical coder and just found out her company is shipping her job to India. I get that a lot of call center type jobs are in India, but not sure that the medical coding and billing should be sent there. Just want to know your thoughts. I don't agree with that.
Well, I want to think about that. All our pertinent information. And I've said this before about cell phone companies, banks, that all our financial information are given to people in other countries. Can I have your Social Security number? I don't feel comfortable with that.
No, you can't.
Think about that. It's the same thing when you go to the airport and you got to take off, your shoes and your belt and all of this stuff. And then once you get inside the airport, you notice that all the people working inside the airport, most of them are foreigners. and you're going, well, who flew a plane into the, it wasn't people like me. I'm just thinking out loud this morning. It's kind of crazy. All right, let's get to the thought for the day. Tom will do the price of oil coming up next. The thought for the day this morning being brought to you by Wakefield Oil, wakefieldoil.com. If you need more information, get in touch with them today at wakefieldoil.com or 575-622-4160. Wakefield Oil. Look, these guys deliver on and off road in the patch. So if you need oil and gas products this morning, they would love to chat with you. Give them a call, 575-622-4160. Go to wakefieldoil.com. They've been doing this for 40 years. They have interstate batteries, unleaded, diesel. They have it all. Check them out today. It's wakefieldoil.com or 575-622-4160. Thought for the day is we transformed our apex predator into our best friend. It's our thought for the day. I couldn't find the damn thought for the day. I was scrambling for the thought for the day. Did you guys see that Joe Burrow's home was broken into after the Monday Night Football game?
I did.
Well, again?
During the game.
Yeah, they knew he was out of town.
So he goes home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he goes home and, he's got a $7.5 million home in Ohio. It was burglarized and ransacked during the 27-20 victory over the Cowboys in Texas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, somebody called 911 and they saying that Burrow's home got broken into.
Well, that big of a house, don't you think he'd get some type of burglary cameras in there or something?
Burglary cameras in there.
The funny thing about that game, and I just want to bring it up, this is kind of a Tomism, I get it. But if you remember the Thanksgiving Day where Leon Lett touched the ball, well, that was almost exactly like 30 years ago. To the day when they did this block punt and almost the exact same kind of call where they touched the ball.
Yeah.
And so that let Cincinnati get it. Yeah. Now, that didn't immediately result in a touchdown, but they scored one right after that.
Now, Dallas lost to Miami that day.
His Batman car.
Maybe that's what they were going for.
Maybe. Mega Millions. Anybody won the Mega Millions? It's $619 million. They expect it to. They said no winner.
All right.
So $619 million. They expect the next drawing to be even bigger. How much? Like 8-10?
Isn't that the one that went up in price from like $2 to $5 or something?
Yeah, I don't know if it's $5. I haven't played in a while. 68 pounds of methamphetamine seized in the fuel tank, the good old fuel tank. Presidio, Texas, Custom and Border Protection reported they found 68 pounds of methamphetamine in a seize that happened Saturday. 47-year-old woman from Mexico was driving the car, and the drugs were in the fuel tank. Of course, she said she had no idea they were in the fuel tank. Fiber optic scope was able to spot the bundles of methamphetamine in the fuel tank. Nancy Mace attacked on the Capitol by a LGBTQ activist. This is the woman that's fighting to keep the transgender man out of the women's bathroom. So what happened? She was on the Capitol and she was attacked. Now, when we say attacked, we're talking about verbally or are we talking about physically?
No, they physically attacked her.
Physically attacked her.
Yes.
There should be no place at all for that in the women's bathroom at the U.S. Capitol. Sad story. We can be different. We can have differences, but to physically attack somebody is kind of crazy.
Yeah, she said she was physically accosted by a pro-trans man
Wow.
Now, the Capitol Police, they did arrest the guy. So,
yeah.
There you go.
Diego Pavia has earned some big-time recognition. He is the newcomer of the year in the SEC. Of course, he played for Vanderbilt, threw for 2,133 yards, 17 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 59% completion rate, and is the newcomer of the year. He will share that honor with the freshman from Alabama, Ryan Williams. Now, this is his last year, right, Pavia?
Yeah, he transferred from the NMSU to Vanderbilt.
But this is his last year?
I think this is his senior year, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is last year. And man sets a world record skateboarding 3,162 miles coast to coast. I have a bigger question. What do you do for a living?
Skateboard.
Chad Caruso. Skateboarding.
How old was he?
32 years old.
Oh, wow. That's older than I would have thought.
Yeah, 32 years old. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. 3 Carlsbad students crowned the Congressional App Challenge winners. So congratulations to all 3 of these individuals for getting the award. Nice. That's super cool. All right, we got a lot of things to get to this morning. Quickly to the text, our number 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning being brought to you by State Representative Randy Pettigrew. Randy Pettigrew reminding you we've got the special session coming up. It's not that far away. And he'll be there battling with the governor and the host of liberals and progressives. Yeah, because they darn sure are coming after your guns and coming after the oil and gas industry. Look, they've already done pretty much everything they can do with building abortion clinics with your tax dollars. I mean, they pretty much have made New Mexico like a tourist spot for abortions.
Sure.
That's what they did, and our tax dollars are paying for it. Yeah. And that's not to blame Randy Pettigrew, because he fought them on every step of the way. Republicans are just outnumbered, and but he'll be there. He'll be there, and he will be the squeaky wheel for sure, fighting for our way of life in the oil and gas industries, because they're coming to put more restrictions on it. You can count on that. Hey, want to chat with Randy Pettigrew? You can find his contact information today. RandallPettigrew.com, message paid for by Randy Pettigrew. 7-Eleven, quickly, and then we'll take a break.
Hey, Blake, I'm curious about something. How have you set up your greenhouse for the winter and also for the extreme cold?
I sent that person a fairly detailed response to that, Tom.
Okay. So
I don't want to take up time on the air with that. It's a long response.
Got the answer. Okay, good.
But I'm happy to talk about it, but not right now.
Pavia is suing the NCAA for more eligibility. And
so they might give him one more year.
Sure. Stacey in Artesia is talking to the guy who texted in about his wife's job being sent overseas. She says, I need to talk to that medical coder if you don't mind giving her my phone number. So text her, the one who texted about his wife, if it's okay to give Stacey. By the
way, she worked for us, so she's good people.
Yes. And I'm more concerned about the winter because the summer. Oh, that was the response to yours. Okay. Why?
This text is saying, why isn't there an All American Lives Matter movement? Asked the text.
Well, that's what we should have. Unfortunately,
because the people who do that don't care about all American.
Yeah,
lives.
They don't give it. No.
Right.
One more.
Thank you guys for the kind words this morning on the shout out. And also the jack wagons up north want our money from the oil patch. We can't even get our roads fixed down south, says Patrick from Artesia.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, we're going to hear from the Postmaster General talking about they're going to lose $10 billion this year, and he's shutting his ears. He does not want to hear from Congress. He should lose his job. Also, Josh Hawley questioning somebody on immigration. We'll hear from them. And the Illinois governor saying, I'm going to protect my people, and you want them, you got to come through me. Okay, boy. Okay, we'll hear that cut. And also Webb County, a judge has changed his party. It's kind of crazy because do you know where Webb County, Texas is?
Yeah.
No.
That's Laredo.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so we'll hear from that. And I finally found Tom's girlfriend. I'll play that. No. I found her, and I've got proof. I will play the cut coming up next. Price of Oil this morning being brought to you by Spinnaker Cementing Solutions, a division of CUD Energy Services. They have over 200 experienced cementing professionals on staff ready to go to work for you in New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. They operate 25 cementing crews. Get in touch with them at SpinnakerOil.com or visit them at 324 North Magnum Industrial Road in Hobbs. Price of Oil being brought to you by Spinnaker Cementing Solutions.
West Texas Intermediate, check it in at $69.47, $73.06 for Brent crude, and the price of natural gas is $3.26. B.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you. All right, 7:14. We're going to take a break. We'll keep you updated with everything going on this morning. News this morning being brought to you by Zia Guns. Find Zia Guns in Roswell. They have over 1,000 guns in stock. Closed on Saturday, open all day on Sunday. Looking for gifts. They have the perfect gift. If you're looking for the M4 shotgun, they have it in stock. Looking for the Trump Tommy gun, special edition Trump Tommy gun. They have it in stock. They have the gold-plated Trump Tommy gun. They also have the Trump 1911. They have the Trump Glock with the special binos. They also have 6-hour stabilizing binos. They've got tons of guns, over 1,000 guns in stock. Trade in your old gun to get a better gun. Looking for personal protection, they have you covered there also. Taking a break, coming right back. We're being the Breakfast Club, 7:15, W105.
And I sent you a message, Kevin, so look at your messages.
I'll check it.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. Fueled by the state's oil and natural gas industry, the latest revenue numbers show an additional $892 million for New Mexico's annual budget this year. The new revenue forecast predicts about $13.6 billion budget for the state, representing a nearly 75% increase since 2019. In total, the state's general fund income is expected to exceed its core annual spending obligations by a staggering $3.4 billion. New Mexico is the second largest oil producer in the nation, behind only Texas, and oil and gas revenue makes up about 35% of the state's total revenue collections, according to legislative data. In addition, two southeast New Mexico counties, Eddy and Lee, make up 1/3 of the state's gross receipts tax revenue, despite making up only 6.3% of the state's population. Tim Traylor, 43, of Carlsbad, was sentenced to 20 years in prison for the June 2022 shooting of Carlos Guillen. Eddy County District Judge Jane Schuler Gray imposed the sentence, 15 years for second-degree murder and 5 years for the use of a firearm while committing a felony, and ordered the sentences to run consecutively. The jury found Traylor guilty of the shooting of Guillen 3 times with a sawed-off shotgun in July. The deadline for the New Mexico Film Foundation's 2025 Screenwriters Grant Competition, with a generous support from the George R.R. Martin Literary Foundation, is December 15th. The grant is offered to recognize and encourage emerging writers in the state of New Mexico and provide an opportunity for the awardee to continue growing their skills in the unique craft of screenwriting for independent films. This competition is open only for New Mexico residents, and the winning grant for an individual screenplay is $5,000. It also includes a mentorship introduction with a seasoned screenwriter. For more information, visit nmfilmfoundation.org. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Medications taking away key nutrients from your body? Struggling with weight loss? Pharmacy 575 offers all your prescription needs and more. From their My Daily Medication program with pre-dosed packages to weight loss plan with in-body scanner or their medication and wellness consultations, let Pharmacy 575 help. With walk-in vaccines and local delivery, they do it all. Go see Pharmacy 575 at 305 East Sanger Suite 600 or call 575-263-2908. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Pharmacy 575. Your health, their priority.
It's time again for your holiday designated driver service, Tipsy Taxi. Tipsy Taxi is provided and operated by your Lee County government. It's their gift to you. And it runs 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. every Friday and Saturday night through New Year's Eve. They can pick you up at home and take you to your holiday celebration or any public establishment. Let Tipsy Taxi do the driving for you for free. No matter where you live in Lee County, they'll provide a free and safe ride home. For more information or a ride, call Tipsy Taxi 391-2982. That's 391-2982.
Deliver your letters to Santa at the Lee County Fairgrounds in Lovington during their 5th annual Christmas Spirit Drive-Thru event coming up December 13th and 14th. Come out each night from 6 to 8 p.m. to see Santa and Mrs. Claus, the Grinch, the Elves and Reindeer, Elsa, Anna, Olaf, and Kristoff, Polar Express fun, and lights, and more lights. Friday, December 13th and Saturday, December 14th in Lovington at the Lee County Fairgrounds from 6 to 8 p.m. The 5th annual Christmas Spirit Drive-Thru event.
I'm heading out to catch a game with my friends. I don't want to die.
It's girls' night out. I don't want to die.
We're going to my son's house for dinner. I don't want to die.
Too many innocent victims die because of drunk driving. The senseless loss of life must stop. It's up to you to end DWI. This message brought to you by NMDOT.
There's outstanding bargains this week at Bob's Ridgeway. Peyton and John Morrell smoked bacon, $1.99 a pack. Boneless skinless chicken breast, $2.49 a pound. And boneless beef sirloin steak, $3.99 a pound. In produce, snack oranges, $8 for $1. Hass avocados, $3 for $1. And big savings on all your Craven products. And win a trip to go to Nashville for New Year's Eve. Brought to you by Nashville Music City and Craven. Just scan the QR code in the sales flyer. There's outstanding bargains all week long at Bob's Ridgeway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where your grocery dollar always goes farther.
Please, the sun is coming up.
Did I miss it? Did I miss it?
Come on.
Turn it on now. It's showtime, baby.
Be in the Breakfast Club. Use only as directed.
Don't understand. I need it.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105.
You may look calm on the outside, but on the inside, you've killed that coworker like 100 times.
We have no sense of humor, and we're armed.
Oh, the Apple Store, sir, is close by. Yeah, the prices, it might be sky high. And I know my dad's gonna grow. I want a phone.
She doesn't show signs of stopping. It looks like I might have to go shopping. But she's a kid. She's not even fully grown. She wants a phone.
When you buy me my new iPhone, I can dance like a TikTok star. The day has come, Dad. You should have known.
Ugh, unbelievable.
Soon I'll be wanting a car.
This little girl better stop growing. I'm sick of all the moaning and groaning.
But all my friends have one.
You're only 8. Please, leave me alone.
I want a phone.
All right, there it is. It is the mandated one Christmas song per show. There it is. 7:22. We are beyond the Breakfast Club, one of our favorite people. She's on the phone with us. Rebecca Long, how are you doing?
Good morning. How is everybody in being the Breakfast Club land?
We're good.
We're great, Rebecca.
I think there's going to be some listeners that are going to be doing even better shortly.
Absolutely.
That could very well be true. Yes. And I'm so happy to see a little bit of snow yesterday. Made it feel a little Christmassy.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm glad we're not dealing with that in the oil patch with a bunch of slush and sludge and all that type of thing. So, but it was fun to see it for a moment. And hey, one more thing, Monica. Great addition to the show. I appreciate you being on there, and it's a fun new voice.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I'm enjoying myself. These guys are hilarious.
So
we're something.
So Rebecca,
Yes.
it's Tom.
Yes.
I got to see Reba last night on The Voice. You know,
cool.
she bought one of our mirrors, right? Anyway,
Yes.
she was
actually, Linda Davis sent her one.
Yes.
Is what happened.
She was awesome last night. I hadn't seen her sing like
wait,
that.
Rebecca, I don't know if you just
she
didn't
catch it.
Tom is inching in on your business. On a buyer mirrors.
There you go. There you go. Yes. Well, it kind of the story about that is I had met Linda Davis, and she endorsed the product, and then she sent 3 mirrors down to the Mandrell sisters, and I got a call from Louise Mandrell saying, "Oh my gosh, I love this," and Erlene was in the background saying, "Rebecca, I love your mirror," and then we got a thank you card from Barbara, and then Linda Davis sent a mirror out to California, where Reba has been lately. And I got this little card in the mail. There was no return address on it or anything, so I opened it up, and there was a picture of Reba.
Nice.
I turned it over, and it was a thank you note from her. It's really cool. So what a wonderful thing. But, we've got these out there on movie sets now, and all kinds of professional makeup artists are using these, and so we're having a lot of fun. But you know what? You know who has helped me the most with mirror sales? Being the Breakfast Club. You guys are responsible for more than 1,500 sales for me. And I've got to tell everybody out there listening, being the Breakfast Club, when they endorse your product or your service, people listen. And people trust them because they're not going to steer you wrong. And so, for all you folks that are wondering where to spend your advertising dollars, I am a total endorsement for being the Breakfast Club and W105. They have been awesome for me.
Well,
That's
thank you.
incredible.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate that, Rebecca.
Very touching. Thank you.
That's
Absolutely.
So
yes,
we're going to
it's
give
time.
away a mirror today.
Well, and let's do something real quick, because the mirror that we're talking about, we haven't even named it yet. It's the At Last makeup mirror
Yes.
and grooming tool.
So Blake and I came up with a really quick way to be able to give it away fairly this morning. So if you are a frequent listener and a texter to W105, you have 5 minutes starting right now. We just want to know who you would give an At Last makeup mirror to. Whoever in your life you'd bless somebody. I mean, even if it's for yourself. We just want to know, quick line or two, who you'd give it to, and then attach your name to the text, and we're going to draw from that little pool of people, and you will receive that At Last makeup mirror that Rebecca's giving away this morning.
Oh, that will be so fun. Yeah, that's a great deal. And so just to tell a little bit more about it, so it's a regular mirror, a 5 magnification, and a 10 magnification. It has perfect LED light. It folds down and goes into a travel case. I couldn't have made it any easier for folks to use it at home and take it with them.
Yeah, I mean, and everybody talks about makeup mirror, but guys, I mean, if you're not putting on makeup, hey, that's okay. Because it works great if you're trimming the beard, a goatee, or changing the transmission and need some lighting. Yes. I mean, it works great on all of that.
Well,
it does.
And let me jump in here too, real quick. When you're texting us who you would give it to, make sure you tell us their name.
Sure.
Because that's how I got 2 letters that I randomly put, and that's what we're going to give it away by.
So if you've never heard At Last Makeup Mirror, please go to the website, visit them on Facebook and Instagram. Rebecca is always somewhere. Yeah, one week she'll be popping up. She'll be in Lubbock. The next week, she's in Vogue magazine. She's everywhere. It's
this is a really fun day for me
this week.
Yes, I was going to say this is a really fun day for me today. So I get to be on air with you guys this morning, and y'all are my favorites. And then I get to be on Lubbock Television at 5 p.m. today on a program called Trends and Friends.
Nice.
And with the host Brandy Drigger. So this is a really cool At Last makeup mirror day.
Just in time for the holidays.
You know what really is cool? This is a New Mexico product. This is a
Yes.
New Mexico product that was designed in New Mexico. It's owned by a New Mexican, and we can be proud of it. So give Rebecca a call. If you don't do online, we get that. Give her a call and order your At Last Makeup Mirror. Maybe you have somebody on the list that you're going, I don't know what to get them. They'd love the At Last Makeup Mirror. 575-631-3189. You can always stop by her office and check her out on Vega. And easiest way to order is probably just go to atlastmakeupmirror.com. And you can use the code W105 to save additional savings. So
Absolutely.
do that today.
So, folks are always saying, hey, I never can get the phone number. So if you don't mind, I'm going to say it one more time, 575-631-3189. Or if you're close to Hobbs, just pop into my office at 226 West Vega in Hobbs. I have them wrapped and ready to go. Guys, I could not make this any easier for you.
So last minute, if it gets down to the 23rd, yeah, you know how guys are. You will have them wrapped and ready to go just in case.
And the wrapping job is done well. So, I mean, they're going to know that you didn't wrap it, guys, but it's okay because it's wrapped well, and they will appreciate that too.
Now, Rebecca, I have to say this much. Tom is now part-time, and if you need somebody to go in there and wrap the mirrors, Tom, he's got a lot of time.
I don't think she wants that kind of wrap job.
Well, I know how to wrap stuff. Put a ribbon on it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I think Tom would be pretty good at wrapping gifts,
There
but
you go,
not
yes.
the At Last Makeup Mirror. No.
And B, you said something really important for men. I do have men buy these as well. That's what made me start manufacturing them in black.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have them in white and in black, both.
Oh, that's awesome.
But even the men that don't get them specifically for themselves, when they come back in and buy a second one for the daughter or their mother or whoever saw it and wants one, they always tell me as they're going out the door, don't tell anybody, but I use this too. There's no shame in it, guys. There's no shame.
Sure.
This is actually just a lighted magnification mirror, and it's perfect for grooming. You guys, it's perfect for you too. So buy one for yourself.
And they're perfect. They're perfect gifts.
Yeah, they are.
Crazy. I mean, I have a goatee and mustache that is completely white, but if I get one gray hair on my eyebrows, it's like I got to pluck that out. I mean, that made me look old.
That's right. That's right. And another reason I did, we have the ones that go on the wall as well. So we got the one that folds down and goes in taste, but we have the one that goes on the wall, and that's what my husband uses for all of his grooming because it's a lighted, magnification mirror that goes on the wall. It's perfect.
That's why he's always looking sharp.
There you go.
So, hey, we appreciate you, Rebecca. Thank you so much for the mirror. And so, give the details on what they have to do to win the mirror this morning.
All right, so the 5 minutes are up. I've been watching all of the texts go through.
Hundreds and hundreds.
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
So during the next break, we'll go through and select the winner. You have to have these requirements that Blake came up with. But how will they get a hold of you, Rebecca, to claim that mirror?
Oh, we'll get in touch with her.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That'll work.
We'll get
So we'll
in touch
pass
with her.
along the information. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Hey,
hey,
thank
one
you,
last thing before we
Rebecca.
go. Asking guys, please ask your wives to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Last Makeup Mirror. Very important because I give updates on there because we have replacement mirrors. If they drop this and break a mirror, all they have to do is get in touch with me and I can send them another mirror. So ask your wives to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, just at Last Makeup Mirror.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Rebecca. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas to y'all. Appreciate you so much.
Merry Christmas,
Thank
Rebecca.
you.
Merry Christmas.
According to a brand new study, 33% of folks in Chicago carry a concealed firearm by the age of 40. Come on. Only 33%? I mean, you folks in Chicago aren't even trying anymore. And by the way, it's very difficult to get a gun in Chicago. I mean, most of the time in Chicago, by 11, somebody's carrying a firearm. These people, I mean, they're not even trying real hard. And according to research at Johns Hopkins University, our understanding of knots is very poor. Here's my question. Do you get a feeling that the guys at Johns Hopkins had a little too much free time on the hand? They're discussing knots.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a university. Could we have the cure for cancer or something? Knots. Unbelievable. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon drew 2.6 million viewers for its Thanksgiving episode, the largest show of the year. And Taylor Swift gave $197 million worth of bonuses to her crews for the 2-year Eras Tour. That is the on top of their salaries. So she shared the wealth. Mike Tyson being sued for about $1.5 million for the Jake Paul fight, and a one-car vehicle versus pedestrian accident. Local man faces charges following the Friday evening accident. Greg Varela, 35 years old, has been charged with one count of knowingly leaving the scene of an accident involving greater bodily harm or death or failure to give notice of that accident. The criminal complaint was filed at Magistrate Court in Roswell. The House passed a bill yesterday, U.S. Department of Homeland Security, to form a brand new work group within the department to track national security threats by the Chinese. People in the United States who actually are working for the Chinese Communist Party.
Wait, Tom said that never happens.
No, I mean, we can't kick those people out. So the Strategic Homeland Intelligence and Enforcement legislation to defend against the CCP Act.
Okay.
That was passed yesterday. And a UPS driver who crashed his truck while he was drunk. So we got a UPS driver driving one of those big old brown trucks while drinking, was denied workers' compensation. Superior Court judge ruled late yesterday that this guy shouldn't get workers' compensation because he was drunk at the time. Why would he get workers' comp?
That's
he had
an interesting
a cooler
question.
filled with beers in the truck. Where could that go wrong? No workers' comp for you. Sorry about that. And Arkansas has officially implemented a phone-free pilot program at school districts across the state. The program, championed by Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders, is currently underway in 112 school districts throughout the states. It establishes a phone-free school and enhances the school's mental health and reduces screen addiction, according to the governor. Tom, we found your girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
We found her. She was a short-time girlfriend, but we did find her. I know this is her. I know she's talking about you. There is no doubt she is talking about you. No doubt at all. She is talking about you, brother.
One time, this guy told me, let's go on a date. And I was like, okay. But he was like, but my Corvette's in the shop. So I was like, all right, whatever. I picked him up in my car. We get to Wingstop. He said he forgot his wallet. The date.
Yeah, I'm just saying that that sounds like she's talking about you.
You told her you had a Corvette?
Sure, why not? Just cut the roof off.
Just cut the roof off.
Cut the roof off. Yes, we're going to cut the roof off. All right, we're going to talk about DACA recipients. Should they get health care? We'll talk about that in just a second. Also, I'll play the cut from the Postmaster General. That on the way. Our number 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning being brought to you by La Tienda. You can find them in Carlsbad. Countdown to Christmas. They've got the spiral ham from Hormel, $1.97 a pound. Boneless beef arm roast, $3.99 a pound. What about T-bone steaks? $6.99 a pound. Shank portion ham, 97 cents a pound. Also, juicy navel oranges, $1.97 a pound. Blackberries and blueberries, 2 packs for $4. And bananas, you can find 2 pounds for just $1 at La Tienda. You can also, in the deli department, they've got chopped ham for $3.49 a pound and Black Forest ham for $5.49 a pound. And if you're looking for refreshments, trying to think ahead, not a problem. They still have Bud Light, Coors Light, Tecate, and Miller Lite, 12-pack of 12-ounce bottles or cans for just $12.99. Don't forget they also have your homemade tortillas, a full-service bakery where everything is made from scratch, sushi, and so much more at La Tienda in Carlsbad. Text line 877-396-W105.
John from Seminole saying, want to give a big shout out to the Lee County Sheriff's Department. Just passed one of their officers on the side of the road with his hood up and helping one of the citizens in the cold weather. God bless you guys, says John from Seminole this morning.
Amen.
Amen.
And then another one, Jody Jackson's got the roof off. Laugh my A off, says Jody. No. Who you kin to, Tom? Sanford and Son?
No. Chico and the Man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then it's tough to sort through these. I know it is for Tom because we had so many people text in for the app. That's so many of them. And we really do appreciate it. Monica is now winding through, going by the criteria to get to what she needs to get to. But they're literally probably 300 that came in that time. So she is trying, and Tom is trying to get through the rest of them. Go ahead, Tom.
Looks like yesterday another federal court ruled against DACA, this time related to health care. Tom, do you think DACA recipients should be guaranteed free health care?
Not until the citizens.
No, I mean, citizens aren't guaranteed free health care.
We should be.
So you're good with socialized medicine? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying if you need help, you can get help.
So do you believe that DACA recipients should be provided free health care?
Once they're citizens, yeah.
Once they're citizens. Okay. Boy, I mean, you'll just dance around the damn. Fourth time a federal judge has recently ruled against the program created by Barack Obama when he was president and the executive order in 2012. DACA recipients we shouldn't provide them free health care.
Nope.
We don't give citizens free health care.
Nope.
Why is it that we should give other people free health care?
We shouldn't.
Do I think these DACA recipients, should we kick them out of the country? No, they were kids when they were brought here.
Right.
No, but they should be guaranteed free health care.
Right.
We're not guaranteed. Our veterans pay. They pay. Veterans that go to the VA pay a copay.
Right.
But we're giving everything away.
That needs to stop.
Yeah.
That definitely needs to stop. Albuquerque police officer accused of soliciting sexual favors said it was consensual sex. Would that be okay? I mean, if he's on duty.
No.
Does it matter that it's consensual?
No. That is a breach.
Newly released video shows what the Albuquerque Police Department officer told investigators after being accused of breaking policy when searching a woman last year. So he didn't have to speak have sex. The incident charges Lyman King with restraining a woman with the intent of committing sexual offense. The woman claims the incident took place in 2023. I thought she might have something, might have been somebody with a possible warrant, according to the officer. So, like I said, it was a consensual encounter and me talking to her, according to the officer. Investigators asked King how he searched the woman. As I was searching her, he said that the way that they taught him in the academy.
I don't think that's the way they teach it at the academy.
No, I don't believe that's. Anyway, there was sexual advances. He's been charged. We'll see where this goes. I was actually thinking it was the other case. Remember the case where the officer actually raped the woman, and when she got to when she was released, they took her to the hospital. They did the rape kit, and his DNA was found. The officer.
And
So at
course,
first I thought that was the case.
No, and of course, this guy, his body camera was not on.
Oh yeah, it's a malfunctioning. All right, we're going to hear about Rosie O'Donnell rants about herpes. Did you know she had herpes?
No.
That doesn't
surprise me. Surprise me.
We'll talk about Rosie coming up next. But the Postmaster General covers his ears because he does not want to hear from the congressman. Here's more from that congressional hearing yesterday.
States people, and they don't use your service anymore. You bankrupt.
That is not true.
You
That is
bankrupt
not
this
true,
through
sir.
your
My
reputation
business is
only.
growing.
Through your
Our
reputation,
business is growing.
you are responsible for the fall of the Postal Service and the
this
lack of accountability.
This Congress is responsible for the fall of the Postal
so it's
Service.
Congress.
I am trying to fix
on your
the Postal
watch
Service.
with all the AI.
Before my watch, the same stuff happened.
With all the AI, with all the computer systems, you're worse than if I took
You're
a
talking
horse
to yourself.
and picked up the mail and delivered it 2 miles down the road. That's you. I hope you got that on camera. This is the response that the postmaster just gave Congress when he doesn't like what he hears. Literally covered his ears and gave himself the grade of A. And with that, sir, I rest.
$10 billion in losses again this year. Blake, what's your thought on this? Covering your ears.
I think yes, I think he should be removed. I think that he should be held in contempt of Congress because I don't think that falls within what he's allowed to do and not do in front of Congress. Just like anyone else, you would hold them in contempt. I don't necessarily have a problem with him talking back, although it was a little rude, and I didn't particularly care for it.
$10 billion. If you track over the last 10 years how much we've given the post office beyond the normal budget.
And who hires the postmaster?
I don't know.
Congress, isn't it?
I think they move up in the ranks, don't they?
I don't know. There's got to be someone responsible for hiring the postmaster, and I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
If it's Congress or somebody like that, maybe I would think it would fall under the executive branch because they do a lot of that kind of stuff.
Sure.
But I don't know. And if it does fall under the executive branch, maybe
He's
we'll make
gone.
a change.
He's gone. Maybe that's why he's doing that. Postmaster General is selected and appointed by a board of governors of the Postal Service. See, that's part of the problem because the Postal Service is not really part of the U.S. government.
Right.
Much like the IRS is not part of the U.S. government. They have their own board of directors. The only problem with that is they keep coming to America taxpayers to bail them out.
And both of those need to be overhauled if that's the case.
Amen. Amen. So this guy has been there for a long time. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy.
Yep.
By the way, not spreading joy yesterday. All right. Rosie O'Donnell ranted about her face herpes, UFOs, and claims that she was taunted by MAGA. She's about to have a mental breakdown.
Well, she already did. That's why she's a liberal.
She's got face herpes.
Yeah.
Tom, how do you get face herpes?
No idea.
Kissing.
Are they like space herpes?
No, face.
I know. I was referencing Ice Pirates. And
I have
space
no
herpes.
idea.
I would think that you got them from kissing because face herpes are like blisters.
I mean, face herpes are like cold sores and that type of stuff.
And stress can actually bring that on if you have that in your system.
And she's probably stressed. Incoming Hispanic caucus, the chair, saying birthright citizenship is sort of like the backbone of America.
No.
Adriano Espinosa of New York saying that it is the backbone of America.
No.
America is built on birthright citizenship.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I agree. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas announced job giveaways for migrants. Final weeks. These guys only have a couple weeks to get this stuff done, and they are announcing job giveaways for new arrivals, giving them work permits. See, this is wrong. It's just absolutely wrong. These folks are lame duck. They should be not doing anything.
It would be better for the American people if they weren't doing anything.
Amen. Amen. Tom, do you believe eating too many eggs is bad for your heart?
No.
You don't?
No.
No, and
depends how you
Tom's
make them.
100% right. Heart doctor. He's a cardiovascular surgeon from Savannah, Georgia. His name is Jeremy London. Posed the question that 1 million of his followers on social media, talking about eggs. Can eggs raise your cholesterol level?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. They used to, but not anymore.
I think it depends on how you cook them, because if you have them fried every morning,
Well, it depends
that
on the
can't be
chicken.
good.
Depends on the
That
chicken.
would be the oil. Yeah.
Sure. Depends on the chicken. What do you mean?
Well, if the chicken doesn't have cholesterol, their eggs don't have cholesterol.
What if it's one of those chickens that always turns to the right?
Yeah, I mean, because the no cholesterol chickens are the ones that I shop for.
Yes.
They are.
Well, I do get the
Yeah,
difference
I mean-
between organic fed chickens and then, or grass fed chickens or whatever versus
Free range.
free range. Yeah, free range versus.
Real free range, not versus just chickens in a barn.
By the way, most of these doctors are now coming out saying that it does nothing for your cholesterol, one way or another. And I mean, eggs are a great source and a cheap. Well, they used to be a cheap source.
I was going to say, in any cholesterol that would be in there is in the yolk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, eggs provide like 6 grams of protein per egg.
Well, now you just got to wait for the study that goes the other way. That'll be about 4 to 6 months. That'll be out.
Aren't eggs packed with vitamin D?
I don't. They have a lot of different vitamins in them, but
I think
I don't.
vitamin D is one of the components.
I think
deadly virus samples went missing from a lab. This is a biosecurity breach. Hundreds of virus samples at a laboratory in Australia, in Queensland, went missing. And they haven't found them yet.
Isn't that a plot of a movie
It could be.
that resulted in like the zombie outbreak?
Hopefully they find them. Hopefully they're just misplaced. All right, let's talk college football before I play Josh Hawley. Then we've got I got to get to taking out the trash, things that happen on this date in history. Tom, how many players do you think have entered the transfer portal so far this year?
I'm going to say about 1,000.
1,000. Blake?
No, I think it's closer to like 300.
Monica?
400.
You guys are way off. 2,707 college football players have entered the portal this year.
What?
Really? Well, I was closer to the neighborhood.
Yeah. I mean, the average team has lost, 10 to 15 players.
Oh, that's true, because they had 750 that went in on Monday.
Yeah, so about 25% of college football players entered the portal in 2025.
Wow.
And about 30% of players who entered the portal in 2023 never made it out or got signed. I want you to think about that. These 30% of players were never picked up. They were never signed with another school. They left that school and never got picked up by another school. 30%. So you're taking a chance by entering the portal.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So 2,707 kids. There is no loyalty.
Well, and some of those kids have visited other schools before they make that decision.
Sure.
Well, and that's that should be against the law or rules for sure.
It should be, but
yeah, so
should paying college athletes $1 million.
Yeah. Another fire in Hawaii, not Hawaii, California, Malibu, started yesterday, calling this the Franklin Fire.
Yes, and
I have about 20,000 people.
My big issue with this fire is not the fact that we're fighting it. It's that yesterday when they were talking about it, they said that they had federal agencies already in place within 2 hours helping people and doing stuff. And I'm like,
wow.
How long did it take over here for federal agencies to be helping people?
Yeah, it wasn't that fast. Your thoughts on Joe Biden? Joe Biden reportedly looking to remove one of the Islamic terrorist groups that overthrew the Syrian government last week from the U.S. terrorist organization list.
No, they need to stay on
organization and the HTS. It's called the Hatton Tahrir al-Sham, the HTS, which is a split off from Al-Qaeda.
Yep.
And he's going to take them off the list.
No, they are terrorists. It is a terrorist organization.
Biden also removed the $10 million bounty on the head of their leader.
Wow.
That's bad enough.
In the last days of him.
It's like he's trying to tank America as fast as he can.
Try to figure that out.
The inauguration can't come soon enough.
It's really like they are actively trying to destroy the country before they leave.
Yeah. We talked about this yesterday with Kroger and Albertsons, and a judge yesterday overseeing two separate cases, each ruled to block the merger of Kroger and Albertsons. Yeah. God bless him. All right, we're going to talk about Eli Manning. Eli Manning saying that, back in the day when he lived in New York, he could not ride the subway. You know why? I'll tell you why. Coming up in a second. Tom in the text, quickly.
All right, B, this is on the subject of the post office. This texter says the United States Postal Service is an independent agency of the United States federal government. Postmasters are hired through a competitive process overseen by the USPS. The Postmaster General, who is appointed by the Board of Governors of the Postal Service, has the authority to hire, says the texter.
That is what he said.
Yep. That's what I said.
Yeah. This guy confirms it, though.
Who is this guy? That was Joe, wasn't it?
The Joe from Rig Outfitters, yes.
Amen. Thank you, Joe. Joe doing some wonderful work over there.
He is.
That's
good Rig Outfitters.
And Joe, I want to thank you. You and your employees have made a very pleasant shopping experience for me Saturday. I was shopping for a gift for my niece, and I ended up getting a saddlebag briefcase from your place. Thank you very much. I think she's going to enjoy it. Thank you.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And Linda in Carlsbad chimed in way earlier. She said, if you mail something from Carlsbad to Carlsbad, it goes through Lubbock. Why? There are facilities here. Dumb. And I thought the same thing, Linda.
Inefficiencies in the Postal Service.
There used to be a routing, there used to be a sorting center in Roswell. They shut that down.
I remember.
So now, if you're mailing something from Carlsbad to Artesia, everything goes to Lubbock, and then it's routed from Lubbock.
Crazy, isn't it?
And this texter said Biden is trying to destroy America so they can turn around and blame it on Trump. They're going to give him, they're going to make it as hard as they can before he takes office. But the good thing is he's already working on so many things, and things are already happening. And like I said, like America's woken up, not in that form, but they can see everything for what it is.
I hope.
And so they're going to know.
We're not woke yet, but we're awoke.
Yes.
I hope so. I hope so.
I think so. I think we're.
Next, Tom.
All right, zombie movie, the 30 Days Later.
28 days later.
28 days later. I've never seen it.
Now there's a new one out. It's called 28 Years Later.
Oh, is it? I've never seen it.
It'd be like Tom reading a text. It'd be 20 seconds later.
And referencing Ice Pirates just blew the top off of the geek meter. If you guys did not know, Blake is our undercover.
I'm not undercover.
Well, when Will stopped coming on the show, we needed a geek to fill in for Will, and Blake was available. That's the way that works.
Maybe when Will gets better and everything, he and I will do a geek show.
A geek show?
Yeah, that'd be like,
Lord Jesus.
We do a podcast. One more, Tom, before I get to Josh Hawley.
And Tom, that just makes it a convertible, not a Corvette.
Thank you.
Saw it off the roof.
All right, we're KWMW Baltimore 105.1 FM just before 8 o'clock. Senator Josh Hawley, part of a committee yesterday, they were looking into immigration. And this guy's up there talking about numbers, about how, bringing all these people, 20 million people, it's a great thing. Here's what Josh Hawley had to say. Of course, he's from Missouri.
Here's your plan. So just if you're wondering, America, here's the Democrats' plan. Take the 13 million plus illegals who are here, taking jobs from Americans, taking wages down, taking health care benefits, and bring them here legally so that they can continue to drive down wages, flood the labor force, and suppress
Senator
all of
Hawley,
the
they
above.
can't flood the labor force if they're already part of the labor force, which is
They
the
are
economic
flooding the
issue
labor
today.
force now. That's what's happening now. Why
The
do you think
majority
wages
have been here for
flatlined?
over 15 years. Many millions have been
And
here
what has
since the
happened to
Reagan
working class
administration.
wages in that time, Mr. Reichlin-Melnick?
Working
Have
class
they gone
wages
up?
are currently going up. Yes.
Oh, really? They've
They have
gone up over the last
year.
15 years?
Over the
They're
last
up?
15 years, I will have to consult the economists on that matter.
Yeah, they're down, way down. What world do you live in?
I love Josh Hawley. I love Josh Hawley. He went on to continue on the same subject. Josh Hawley.
Listen, here's the deal. The American
familiar
people
with the
just
phrase,
voted.
"Don't
The American
cut off your
people
nose to
just
spite your
voted.
face"?
Well, you know what? It's my time, not yours. So you're here to answer my questions, not to offer a soliloquy. And let me just end with this. The American people just got a good look at your economic program, and they voted against it. We've had an open border for the last 4 years. We have had de facto amnesty, as you yourself just said, for the last 15 plus years. It has been a disaster. People have died because of it. Wages are lower because of it. Our streets are in chaos because of it. And now you and the Democrat Party just say more of the same, more of the same. Let's double down. I would just say to you, I think that's insanity. I think it's.
So Josh Hawley fighting for the American people, and the gentleman that he's part of Mayorkas's team. More benefits. That's what we need. More benefits. All right, we're going to take out the trash. We'll get to that. We'll keep you updated with everything going on. Our number 877-396-W105. Taking out trash this morning, being brought to you by trash-eaters.com, 575-890-4549, or call Kayleen directly, 575-408-1719. They can do residential trash pickup. They have the Polycart, 96-gallon Polycart, 2- and 4-yard metal dumpsters. If you have a business, they can, they can put the metal dumpsters. And they also do roll-off containers. So if you're on location right now, need the roll-off containers, got construction at your home, whatever it is, they can drop off the roll-off containers. Find them online at trash-eaters.com. As a practicing Catholic, I'm here to say that I think it is official that Pope Francis has lost his mind.
Okay.
This weekend, Pope Francis presided over the unveiling of the nativity scene at the Vatican, featuring a baby Jesus, of course.
Thank you, baby Jesus.
Lying on the traditional Palestinian scarf.
What?
Yes, traditional Palestinian scarf.
You're kidding me.
No.
Help
no,
us,
no,
baby
no.
Jesus.
No. Yeah, help us, baby Jesus, no doubt. Wow.
He is 88 years old.
Let me get this right.
Jesus, a little older than 88, Tom.
I mean, this guy, Popa.
So,
El
Tom,
Papa.
what? Baby Jesus was born where, Tom?
He was born in Bethlehem,
Oh. Was that part of Palestine?
Israel.
Oh.
Right.
No, but it wasn't
now-
Israel back then, though, was it?
No.
I'm a little confused here. Why would you even do that? That makes no sense.
He wants to
Except-
appease the Palestinians.
Why would you want to appease the Palestinians? They're not Catholic. They're not even Christians.
I think he's just trying to reach out to them, make peace.
I think he's lost his damn mind.
Yep.
Sorry, Pope. I think you've lost your mind. It's time for you to step down, appoint somebody else, because you're not mentally able to do your job.
Yeah.
You're the Joe Biden of religion. And I'm sorry to do it, Pope. Take it out the trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters. 804. We're beyond the Breakfast Club.
Before you go on, Kevin,
804. 804.
Yes, 804. But I wanted to tell you where in that map Bethlehem was in the day, and that was in Judah in the day. It was not part of the Philistines, which is where the Palestinians are.
Right. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I had to look it up because I had to see where it was.
Yeah. Let's get to things that happened on this date in history, and we'll do our national anthem and our pledge. Things that happened on this date in history being brought to you by 2atacticalrange.com. You can visit them at 236 East Navajo in Hobbs. They are veteran-owned and operated, the largest firearm dealer around, state-of-the-art indoor firing range. They've got the Milo FBI training simulator. Wouldn't that be a great gift to give somebody an annual subscription to the firing range? Or maybe buy them a gun. And look, they have a large selection of guns. Here's a great idea. We don't give ourselves gifts very often. Buy yourself a gun. Yeah. And you want to put a suppressor on that gun? Not a problem. Yeah, you can. They can do all the paperwork for you. They can sell you the suppressor, do the paperwork for you, and you can still shoot it at the range while you're waiting for the feds to come back with approval. All of that sounds great. Look, they offer financing for guns. They have optics. They have accessories, lots of ammo. If you're looking for somebody to teach you about firearm safety, they have one-on-one class or group training. They've got you covered. 2atacticalrange.com or visit them in Hobbs, 236 East Navajo, Suite 1200 in Hobbs, America. Check them out today. Proud sponsor of things that happened on this date in history.
It was on this date in 1719 that the Aurora Borealis was seen by settlers in New England for the very first time that we know of. On this date in 1792, France's King Louis XVI went on trial accused of treason. Unfortunately for him, it was shortly after the guillotine was invented. On a positive side, it did cure his migraines. And in 1816, yeah, that was a joke. In 1816, Indiana became our 19th state. A guy named Jonathan Jennings gets the credit for leading the drive to statehood. And of course, that would earn him the name Hoosier Daddy, right? On this date in 1892, the very first public game of basketball was played in Springfield, Massachusetts. And in 1936, King Edward VIII of England abdicated the throne in order to marry two-time American divorcee Wallace Warfield Simpson. 1941, Hitler declared war on the U.S. on this day. And it was on this date in 1950 that the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that people cannot be forced to testify against themselves in criminal cases. In 1953, KTVA Anchorage became Alaska's first TV station. Until 53, Alaska did not have TV.
Wow.
And on this date in 1975, the cost of a U.S. first-class postage stamp, Kevin, went up to a shocking 13 cents.
Oh, wow.
It was a 30% increase. Today is National Stretching Day, UNICEF Birthday, National App Day, Noodle Ring Day, and International Mountain Day. Actress and singer Haley Steinfeld celebrates her 28th birthday today.
Never heard of her.
With that rock on her finger from her fiance, Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah.
She was Kate Bishop in Hawkeye. She was Emily in Perfect Pitch, Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Charlie in Transformers. Yeah. Rey Mysterio Jr. is 50 today.
Oh, wow.
WWE legendary wrestler.
Luchador, yes. Mos Def turns 51 today. One of the rare celebrities who, with those misspelled names. Actually, his name he was born Dante Terrell Smith. Monique is 57 today.
Monique.
She's less neat than she used to be.
She only got one name.
Nikki Sixx turns 66 today. Tom, he may get this on a lucky guess. What band was he with?
Love on the Run.
What band was Nikki Sixx part of?
By the way, if you're going to sing a song, at least get the words right. It was Band on the Run, not Love on the Run.
And that was Paul McCartney, so that is incorrect.
That one is band. Wings.
Motley Crue. Jermaine Jackson turns the big 7-0 today. Of course, he's
What
famous.
band was he with?
Michael Jackson's band.
What was it
Jackson
called?
Dam 5.
Thank you. Brenda Lee is 80 years old today. Name a hit, Tom.
Brenda Lee's Christmas song. Pretty paper, pretty paper.
How about Rocking Around
the damn Christmas tree?
Oh, okay.
Former U.S. Secretary of Defense is John Kerry turns 81 today, or as Joe Biden likes to call him, the kid. And finally, the lead singer of Bread, David Gates, turns 84 today. Oh, come on, Tom. Any Bread song?
He sang The Goodbye Girl.
Baby, I'm gonna want you.
Yeah.
All right. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. Kevin?
I hope you have a great day. All right, we got to do our national anthem and our pledge. We'll keep you updated with everything going on. Stand by. We'll hear from the Illinois governor that says that the feds come for his people. They have to come through him.
Okay.
He's a big boy, but I think you'll have a heart attack dealing with the feds. I like to call him Sausage Fingers.
Uh-oh.
The Sausage King of Chicago.
Yeah.
Another movie reference.
Unbelievable. All right, quick check of the weather this morning being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction. Visit them at SeminoleSidingandConstruction.com. They are a trusted name across Southeast New Mexico. Exceptional construction and siding services. They offer residential services such as windows and doors and roofing. And yes, they can do metal buildings also. Yeah, they offer industrial and commercial metal buildings. They can take care of your seamless gutters, your doors, your windows. And when they do the job, they get it done right. They get it done right, and they if they say they're going to be there Monday, they're there on Monday getting the job done. Give them a buzz this morning. It's a company you can trust. 575-391-1430 or go to SeminoleSidingandConstruction.com. Sunny all day today up to about 55, 32 tonight, 56 coming up tomorrow, and warming up to 67 coming up by Friday. It's already 8:12. We're W105. Our national anthem and our pledge being brought to you by Rebecca Long. She's your Farmers Insurance agent. 575-393-2661. She's your Farmers agent. Would love to sit down and talk about your insurance. She can put together a quote to meet your needs. Home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance. She can take care of all of that. Look, she started her business with farmers at the age of 19. 40-plus years later, she would love to chat with you about your insurance needs. She serves Lee Eddy in Chaves County. Her number, 575-393-2661. Call her today. Proud sponsor of the National Anthem and the Pledge on W105.
This is the Versado chapter of the Guardians of the Children with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
El Charo de Oro, Sebastián de la Cruz.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose brown stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glow, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
105, Lawrence coming up next. Traffic update according to the Eddy County Office of Emergency. They are reporting an accident this morning. Northbound lane near intersection of Robinson Road and Highway 285 will be temporarily closed. Plan for some delays. That's on 285 and Robinson Road. Traffic update being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com. Large prayer this morning being brought to you by Judah Oil, reminding you God is in control.
A new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another.
This is Ashley with Judah Oil, and I ask that you join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who've trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
8:16, we are W105. News this morning being brought to you by our buddy Luke Ragsdale. RagsdaleLawFirm.com is number 575-208-5300. Accidents, they happen when you least expect it. And when they do, you needed a trusted law firm to fight for you. That's the Ragsdale Law Firm. And you can find them online, RagsdaleLawFirm.com. They specialize in car accidents, personal injury, medical malpractice. They also all fill accidents. They're based in Roswell, but they serve all of Southeast New Mexico. And they're there for you. They will help you every step of the way. They offer free consultation. You pay nothing unless you win your case. Call Luke Ragsdale, 575-208-5300, RagsdaleLawFirm.com. We're coming right back. It's already 8:17. We're Beyond the Breakfast Club. We're checking in with news.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Inflation's ticked up a bit. Prices are up 2.7% from this time last year, according to the Labor Department's Consumer Price Index.
The CPI was up 0.3% from October. Excluding food and energy, core inflation was also up 0.3% for the month and was up 3.3% for the year ending in November.
Fox's Jenny Casola. South Carolina House Republican Nancy Mace says she was assaulted at the Capitol by someone she calls a pro-trans man.
That suspect is identified as 33-year-old James McIntyre of Illinois. Congresswoman Mace has drawn controversy recently for insisting people inside the Capitol use restrooms corresponding to biological gender, an issue sparked by the arrival of newly elected Congressmember Sarah McBride of Delaware, a transgender woman.
Fox's Evan Brown. Mace says she has a wrist brace and needed ice for her arm. America's listening to Fox News.
If you need an aggressive, experienced personal injury attorney who is honest and true, you need to get the Gorilla.
So I'm 23 years old. I worked at a warehouse, and I took an injury which caused the amputation of my right leg. I was approached by a specific firm, and they turned my case down within 5 minutes. I was told to come visit the Gorilla Law Firm, and immediately they saw potential in my case. And I tell you what, Gorilla Law Firm had my back when no one else did. The Gorilla Law Firm made me a multi-millionaire. And if you're injured, you call the Gorilla Law Firm too.
The Gorilla Law Firm, 3130 North Grimes and Hobbs, or call 575-964-2720.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We got to get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
The global demand for oil and natural gas is growing, and leaders are looking to American producers to satisfy that demand with the abundant resources available in our country. If you're passionate about keeping energy affordable for your neighbor and reliable for everyone, then it's time you consider a career in oil and natural gas. Coterra Energy is expanding their Permian team and is offering an unmatched employee benefits package. If you're interested in applying, text Coterra to 71441. That's COTERRA to 71441. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
Ho ho! Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyotathon. So Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit Permian Toyota in Hobbs today. Toyota, let's go places.
Holy cannoli! No matter when, no matter where, no matter what, Nomad provides the highest quality, full line of organic products and the friendliest, most educated staff in Southeast New Mexico. With locations in Tatum and Hobbs, Nomad can guide the first-time nervous customer as well as cater to connoisseurs and medical patients. You can stop by their one-of-a-kind retail locations at 223 West Broadway in Tatum or at 3501 North Grimes in Hobbs. Reach for the top shelf today at Nomad.
Must be 21. Do not use if pregnant. Do not operate heavy machinery. Not FDA approved.
In need of environmental services? Having trouble getting your state lease reclamation approved? JBW Solutions is a veteran-owned company that is dedicated to proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas with quality environmental services. JBW Solutions specializes in state lease reclamations and compliance reporting and approval, including project management, environmental tech support, soil sampling, and more. Contact them at 860-460-4398 and like them on Facebook.
Turn up the winning at Casino Apache. Join our $53,200 Super Tuesday slot tournament. Earn entries with your Apache Spirit Club card every Tuesday in October, November, and December. Then enter our slot tournament from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. to win up to $800 cash. The $53,200 Super Tuesday slot tournament at Casino Apache. Must be 21 or older. Visit CasinoApacheTravelCenter.com or see Apache Spirit Club booth for details.
Hey, Danny Kelly here at the big store, Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan. You know, I keep hearing people talk about how they believe they can get a better deal in Texas. Well, let me make it clear to everyone. You can't. No Texas dealer will ever beat Permian. Our prices are the lowest guaranteed. I'll beat any Texas deal on any new vehicle, or I'll go get it for you for free. On top of that, I'm also going to throw in a free lifetime powertrain warranty for anybody that buys and services with us. And you can take that Permian promise to the bank. So before you go driving, spending time, money, and valuable resources to chase a fairy tale? Remember, shop local and save big. The only thing bigger in Texas are the prices. So if you need a great deal on a newer pre-owned vehicle and you want to make it fast, fun, and easy, just come down to Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan, 701 West Navajo Drive in Hobbs.
I'm Danny Kelly, and I approve this message.
Well, it's a Bloody Mary morning.
Pausing for a moment to let Tom A. catch up. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Be in the Breakfast Club. Call or text 877-396-W105 to talk to Be in the Breakfast Club.
It's enough for today. I'm gonna go bye-bye right now. I need a big boy nap.
A new poll found that people use candy canes as decorations more than... This is not headline news. Pamela Anderson has been nominated for a Golden Globe. Even though this is her first time, not the first for us to think of Pamela and Golden Globes. One of the top trending TV shows on Google in 2024 was The Perfect Couple, which, if I'm not mistaken, is a docuseries about Sydney Sweeney. A new poll found that people use candy canes as decorations more than food, while they're used for neither on OnlyFans. And Motley Crue bassist Nikki Sixx turns 66 today. Fun fact, if you say Nikki Sixx is 66 3 times into a mirror, the devil appears and offers you heroin. Uh-oh. This is not headline news.
877-396-W105 for you millennials that don't get the 666 thing. Yeah, take a record and spin it backwards. Which album was that?
That started that trend? It was one of the Beatles albums.
Yeah, my mom.
Revolution number 9.
Let us know. Don't ever do that.
Yeah. And of course,
you'll go straight to hell. Mom, I'm going to hell, but it's not because of that.
Yeah. And of course, one of the big things was Shout at the Devil for Motley Crue.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I've never done it. I've never played it backwards, any of the music, but I'm sure there were.
Yeah, Revolution number 9 from the Beatles was where supposedly John Lennon says, "Turn me on, dead man," if you play it backwards.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then you start to think, what kind of acid were you dropping when the first person to play records backwards?
Right.
And why? Wow. And why? We heard from Joe at Rig Outfitters this morning. I just want to tell you a couple things that's going on. The 12 days of Christmas. Today, you're going to save. Purchase a sofa or a sofa love seat set and get 10% off.
Wow.
Today at Rig Outfitters. Plus, when you're there, get everything you need to go to work in the patch. They got FR jeans and coveralls and gloves and shirts. And if you're looking for gifts, they have a $99 boot section. So it's not gonna kill you because they have a huge selection of boots for just $99. They also have steel toe boots, safety gear, and furniture, appliances, and electronics. And when you purchase a sofa and love seat today, the set, you get 10% off.
Nice.
Check them out today. Go to rigoutfitters.com for more information, or you can find them in the Broadmoor Mall. They're right next to Scrub Outfitters. Scrub Outfitters has the largest selection of medical scrubs at 100 miles. And they have the big name brands like Dickies and Healing Hands and Med Couture. And right now, you get 10% off today when you purchase the American Finance. I apologize. It cut that off. If you can you see your copy? I'm going to have to come back to it. I'll come back to that. But Scrub Outfitters has everything. They've got comfortable socks, the comfortable shoes, compression socks, and so much more. It's, of course, Scrub Outfitters right next to Rig Outfitters. You can find them in the Broadmoor Mall. It's Scrub Outfitters, and I'll come back and give you what today's savings is.
For Scrub, it is, we are day 11, right?
Yeah,
it's temp, I don't.
It cut that off.
I think it's American First Finance But yeah, mine's cut off too. So 10% off your purchase when you go into Scrub Outfitters. Ask them. Say, how do I get that 10% off?
They'll give you 10%
Can I
off.
see that?
So
It is American First Finance.
Is that what it is?
Okay.
You've done things through them?
Yep.
Okay.
Gotcha. And they actually gave you financing, Tom. That's it. I mean,
They
look
did.
at that's another plus.
But again, 10% off on anything the any of your purchase if you finance through that's huge.
That's pretty huge.
The sofas and love seat 10%, that can be really huge. It just you need to be going to Rig Outfitters and Scrub Outfitters pretty much every day this month because Joe he's just doing incredible sales.
He's dealing. And I'm thinking
Good
of
guy.
getting 2 recliners for my bus. I'm remodeling my bus.
Are you? Good for you.
You got room for 2 recliners in that bus?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you took out the driver's seat.
Yes.
I put in 2 theater seats and and my fifth wheel, so he's probably got room. Let me ask you something. The United Healthcare worker CEO that got assassinated, the assassin, Mangione. Do you find him attractive, Monica?
He's attractive.
Because there are liberals out there
I
that
saw that
think
last night, dude.
that
In a
this guy-
unibrow kind of way?
He's got some very great features.
yeah, that this guy is super handsome, and that he did an awesome thing. I'm like, what?
You know, but it doesn't matter what you look like when you commit that
Yeah,
kind of
he's
crime.
going to jail or for the rest of his life.
Sure.
What
What good is it? He's going to make a lot of prisoners happy.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much.
They
he'll finally
said
get to have
that
relations.
that he started shaking when the cops approached him.
Peed in his
And
pants.
I thought he had just eaten the McRib at McDonald's, and he started shaking. I don't know what it is, but they arrested him in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And some of the parts of this story are just kind of weird that he had back surgery. And after he had back surgery, he just kind of became distant to his family and friends. And I think part of the problem in America today, especially with folks his age, look, when you have a major surgery, it does not fix you. It just doesn't. I've had 4 neck surgeries, and, you know, it takes the pain away a little, like maybe 10%. It's not taking the pain away all the way. And maybe he couldn't deal with it. I don't know, but it looked like it's not like he was wheelchair bound.
No, he looked like he was moving around pretty good to me.
Right. I don't.
I mean, he was climbing mountains at one point.
Yeah, it was. And did you hear the comments from some of the people, his friends and people that thought that he
they
did the
said
right
it's
thing?
totally not like him. And they said maybe he got hooked on like Oxy or something. And I'm saying no to that. Do you know how hard it is to get pain medication nowadays? It's not like back in the day when you'd have a tooth pulled and they would give you 50 Percocets. It's just not like that anymore. I had neck surgery and they gave me 20 Tylenol 3 with codeines. And for me, that's nothing. I mean, that's not going to take the pain away.
So I was looking at a different story about this kid earlier, and apparently he took a lot of things from Michael Moore's movie Sicko, which was about the health insurance industry.
Okay.
So doesn't that kind of have a direct tie? Wouldn't that side normally tie those two things together?
You think,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And look, this guy was born to a very rich family. In Baltimore, his family has given hospitals millions of dollars. That's how rich they were.
Oh, yeah. They have a lot of trusts set up. They own a couple of country clubs, various other real estate holdings in the Baltimore area.
Now, I got a question. And maybe it's a stupid question, but he's no relation to Chuck Mangione, is he?
Yes, that's Chuck Mangione's son. And he
This
this morning in prison, he's feeling so good.
No.
You know,
No,
I think
I
I don't know. I just keeping it super simple and super basic. I think this young guy was just poisoned by media,
Left-wing media.
Yeah, and
Yep.
just ruined. Because I mean, way smart, way attractive, had a lot of things going for him that just
He went to
believed the wrong
Ivy.
things.
He went to Ivy League school.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, you graduate from the Ivy League, you can write your own ticket pretty much.
Was it Yale? Where did he go?
I think it was Yale.
I think it was Yale. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can write your own ticket. Cracker Barrel issued an apology after one of their locations refused to serve a group of local students with special needs.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
No.
However, they still refuse to issue an apology about their bathrooms. They haven't done that yet. I got to be honest. Cracker Barrel. I mean, it's nice that they apologized about something. I mean, they still haven't apologized about the biscuits and gravy with sausage because it really doesn't have sausage in it. So, I mean, they haven't apologized for that. I'm not a fan of Cracker Barrel.
No.
You know, maybe I'm not old enough. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Or you're not Southern enough.
Well,
no,
they
I'm
have
not-
some good things,
Yeah.
but I haven't been there. in a
I
long
can't. I mean, I've probably eaten there twice.
Chicken fried
Yeah.
steak's good. I've had it before.
Is it? Okay. I've heard their breakfast is amazing.
Yeah, probably the breakfast would be good. Brenda Lee was just 13 when she sang "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree."
Pretty paper.
No,
she
Tom.
raised-
Rocking
Why do you
around the
keep
Christmas
going back
tree.
to that damn song?
'Cause she
Rocking
sang it, too.
around the Christmas tree.
That was the big hit for her.
What time of year is this right now, Tom?
Christmas.
What did I just say? She was 13 when she sang the song "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree." I'm not going to even do the rest of the song. You done screwed the whole damn thing up with your damn pretty pieces or whatever the hell it is.
Took your thunder away, did I? Okay.
I mean, you know, my mom always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. So maybe I just shouldn't say it.
Hey, Kevin, before you go any further or deeper into the show, can we announce our winner of the Outlast
That's
Makeover?
right. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so thank you, first of all, to all of you who texted in and told us who you would give the Outlast Makeup Mirror to. I asked Blake, pick 2 letters, and whoever's names have those 2 letters in them, as far as who you would give it to, would win the Outlast Makeup Mirror. And so he handed me a piece of paper, and the letters were K and W, and Chad from Hobbs said he would give his the Outlast Makeup Mirror to his mother-in-law, Wanda K. Fleming. So
Nice.
she was the lucky one who had K and a W in her name. So Chad from Hobbs, if you will text us back your full name, and then, of course, I've got your phone number, and we will pass along your information to Miss Rebecca Long.
Right, and you can stop by there and pick it up, or however you need to do it.
And thank you so much to those of you who
Yeah,
participated.
thanks to everybody that played along.
Hey, so Mangione apparently went to the University of Pennsylvania, and I didn't
Wow.
realize that was an Ivy League school.
That's Ivy League school.
That's where he went to school. He has a Bachelor of Science and a Master of Science in Engineering, Computer, and Information Science.
Oh, well, I mean, he couldn't get a job with that, right?
Yeah, that's kind of in demand.
Yeah. Australia did it. Now Sweden is considering an age limit to be on social media. I just don't know how they would enforce that because kids lie. I remember when my kids first got on social media and said they were 18
Yeah.
and they were like 12.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you stop them from doing that, except monitoring, parents monitoring. Yep. Eli Manning said that when he was playing for the Giants, they forbid him from riding on the subway. They said, look, you could lose a game, somebody blame you, and they could push you in front of a train. I mean, it is New York City.
Wow.
And it looks like Shedeur Sanders will be going to New York, but it won't be for the Heisman.
Could
Tom?
be drafted by the Giants.
Looks like he's going to be drafted by the Giants, but not the first quarterback taken. That will be the kid from the Miami.
Yeah.
Will be the first player taken. He's a little upset. He's butthurt that he was not in the finals for the Heisman. But I went back and looked at his numbers.
Doesn't deserve it.
He really doesn't. Look, his numbers are not really good. Not when you consider, like, when Joe Burrow won, and when you look at quarterbacks, when Joe Burrow won the Heisman, he had 5,000 yards passing. Shedeur Sanders has, what, 3,800?
Yeah, I think it's right around there.
Yeah, but total passing.
And so Travis Hunter, if they look at offense and defensive play, he should win. He should win. I don't know if that's the way they look at it. I don't know if they say they're going to judge him on receiving or defense or both. Or the kid from Boise State. I'm kind of hoping the kid from Boise State.
Sidekick and run.
Yeah. Anthony Weiner. Tom, tell me about Anthony Weiner.
He had a problem with...
What was his problem, Tom?
With his wee-wee.
With his wiener? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
What problem did he have?
Well, he showed it off to everybody.
When?
Well,
when?
This is famous.
Of
Back in the
taking
day.
pictures. He was very proud of it and taking pictures and sending them to random people.
To everyone.
Initial photo of his penis was on the Twitter page. And on his Twitter page, and that was not hacked. He posted up. He was very proud of it. Now, let's take you back a little bit, and I'm not going to go like the Emmitt Smith, all-time leading rusher, but he was married at the time he was doing this.
He was.
And the woman that he was married to was the right-hand woman of Hillary Clinton. What was her name? Albadine or something. I don't remember her name. I know she was the right-hand woman of Hillary Clinton. She is now dating George Soros's son. But Anthony Weiner wants to make another run at politics. He wants to run for New York City Council. And he said the competition is going to be stiff, but he thinks that he can actually win the race and finish the race. He said he'd finish very strong. And
or quick.
So Anthony Weiner says he's jumping back in politics. Didn't he go to prison for something?
I think he did.
I don't remember what he went to prison for.
It wasn't that. He
molested a young girl. No, it wasn't that.
Yes, I think you're right,
With
Tom.
the
I think
prison.
Tom's right. I think it was about a younger girl.
Yep.
Really?
I think you're right.
Huh.
I'm going to remain quiet about all this wiener talk.
Yeah, well, I
That's
mean,
his name.
is.
That is
I mean,
His name is Anthony Weiner.
he's
Going
got to
to remain
stand up for his
silent.
name. The Wiener name. He's got to stand up for the Wiener name.
And his car he called the Wienermobile.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
This dude evidently doesn't understand the idea of pooping and putting it in the mailbox. An Albuquerque resident and civil rights activist said he is used to being harassed over the years, but he is disgusted at what he found in his mailbox. Said it happened on Thursday of last week, and that's when he opened up his mailbox and found some poop. Yeah, the resident and founder of Military Religious Freedom Foundation, and he said he found a giant piece of poop in his mailbox, and he's saying that he was a target of vandals. Now, I don't know if you understand the whole idea of putting poop in the mailbox. It's not that they're targeting you because you're an activist. They're not targeting you because you're an activist. They're simply targeting you because you had a mailbox. And back in the day when I was a kid, I admit it, we put poop in people's mailboxes. We also put frogs in people's mailboxes. So when they opened up the mailbox, the frog would jump out.
That's hilarious.
We were bad kids. We'd also poop in a paper bag and light it on fire and ring the doorbell and watch people from afar stomping out the paper. I get it. I was a bad kid. Thank God I've never gone to jail. But this guy was not. You weren't a victim because you're a civil rights activist. You're a victim because kids were probably playing a prank. Come on. Come on. You're crazy. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Wood Swan. You can find them right there in Glencoe, New Mexico, right on Highway 70. Go to the website, woodswan.com, if you're looking for a special gift for somebody. And look, these folks design, huge tables, conference tables, dining room tables. They can also do smaller projects like handcrafted end tables and that type, pedistyles and that type of stuff. Look, they use slabs of wood to get it done. And they have a huge facility. It's like a 30,000 square foot manufacturing plant right there on Highway 70. Call for an appointment today. That number is 575-430-2325. And check out the dining room tables, the wood slabs, the end tables, and they use a lot of different exotic woods. And they can also do custom steel legs and that type of stuff. Check them out. Just go to the website. Maybe you're starting a brand new business or you're redoing also your conference room. This would be perfect. Woodswan.com for more information. Text line boob of the day up next.
I don't know if this is the same wreck you mentioned earlier. There is a wreck on 128 about 3 miles before Battle Axe Road. Now the traffic is very backed up, according to one of our texts.
The accident I spoke of was on 285.
Okay, this is different then. So beware of that
Traffic
accident.
update being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com. Right before Battle Axe, you said?
Yes, sir, Battle Axe Road.
There you go.
And back in the day, trucker Gary says, I put a dead rattlesnake in someone's mailbox. Okay.
Speaking of people's mailboxes, I wouldn't put anything in people's mailboxes. I was like taking stuff from people's mailboxes. I was like just nosy. I wanted to know what was being sent and whatnot. I don't know. My neighbor friends and I, we would do that, and we'd take them to the little cuartito at my parents' house, and we'd open them up. And I felt so bad one time because there were pictures that someone had sent to someone, and I didn't know how to put them back in the person's mailbox, and it was so sad. I said, I will never
Did you also
do this again.
discover that Mrs. Jones had STDs?
No. I think we were looking for money is what we were doing. I think we were like trying to see if people were like sending money.
So bad.
No, we all have stories. Well, I know you did something bad when you were little. I was little. Like we were like maybe 10. We didn't understand. We were breaking
bad.
the law.
We were bad.
Federal. That's a federal jail.
Yeah, that's all federal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, messing with a mailbox is completely, that's
You could
federal.
have time in
Come
the
get
pen.
her. Come get her.
Time in the pen.
Original Monica Hater said, I knew you were hood, Monica. Hey, I've definitely got some hood in me, for real, for real. And speaking, you guys are like calling me out. Monica's about to go look up the Anthony Weiner pics. Hey, I don't have to look up Weiner pics, okay? I don't have to do all that. I'm just saying.
Hey, he'll just send them to you if he knows you're looking.
Oh, Anthony Weiner's like, wait, what's your email address?
No. And
I can snap you right now.
Monica's over here committing federal crimes and mad at Monica, man. You stay on me. Anywho, and then when does Darth Vader go on vacation? Hopefully a permanent one. So we will be without the heavy breathing tomorrow and Friday.
Right.
Just a heads up.
Now, another texter says, kidding aside, Tom's breathing is really labored, he should really get a stress test.
You should. I agree.
We've been
I do
telling
see
you
my
that.
doctor in 2 weeks, so maybe I'll get one. There.
We've been saying that.
I don't think this has nothing to do with this, guys. It's something totally different.
You need that stress test. And you need to take somebody with you when you go to the doctor.
You want me to go with you?
No.
Yeah, Monica, I think that would be
I think
great
that
if
I
you would
would-
go with him
I
because
will
he
go-
keeps saying he's the picture of perfect health, but I keep
will be your
looking it up in the
representative.
dictionary, and
Huh?
that's not the picture of perfect health.
You can tell them that I'm your niece.
No.
You just don't want
No,
us to
just
know
say
the
that
truth, huh?
You're his prima.
Yeah.
Well, some things are happening.
Take your daughter or a brother or sister or somebody with you.
Because I don't believe you remember
Right.
15 minutes after the doctor told you.
Well, he does give you a
No,
printout.
seriously. When is it? When is your appointment?
23rd.
23rd. What time?
Really? 23rd?
Now, Monica, they're also doing they're
here in
gonna
Lovington?
do a prostate exam on the same date.
Oh, I won't be in there for that. But what time is it at? After the show, I'm assuming.
This afternoon.
What time?
So,
I think 1:30.
Okay.
She's writing it down.
She writes
she
everything
put it
down
in the
over here, man.
calendar. Now it's in there forever.
Hey, what,
All
what
right,
who
we're
you
gonna
are?
Do you
Boob of
want
the
me to
day,
take
we're
you
late.
No.
instead? So it's a guy? No. Okay.
I'm just going to tell them that I'm your great friend. I consider you to be like my Theo. I want in on what's going on. So that way, if you have any troubles or whatever, I'm aware of your medical history.
Yeah, they don't let you do HIPAA laws. Those HIPAA.
You have to give them permission.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to tell them it's okay to share important information with her.
Yep. No,
I
because
love
then
you,
you'll make
Tom.
it up.
No,
He's dying. He's dying.
Boosh.
Well, at least we
I
hear
would
the
not do
truth.
that. I would not do that.
I'm gonna be honest. I every day I'm like, Tom's still alive. This is great.
And while Kevin was here, he would have gone with you.
Yeah, I'd have went with you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit through the prostate exam, but I'd go with you.
Right.
I ain't holding your hand.
Well, there's something going on. I don't know what it is. I mean, my shoulders ache, everything, my body aches, everything.
Take someone with you, whoever it is that you want to take, and all of us will volunteer to go with you. In all honesty,
Inflammation, Tom. Inflammation. You don't think I get up feeling the same way? You don't think half the listeners wake up every day and they feel, inflammation? It's hurting. You don't think we all
But this happened overnight. I mean, one morning I woke up feeling like this.
go to the health food store and get you some moringa? Moringa, you take it 2 times a day, Tom, and it's good for. It's good
I don't
for.
know, I don't know how to dance moringa.
You what?
I don't know how to dance moringa. I don't know how to
Well-
dance moringa.
Good. I'm glad. You can't even dance. And if you dance, all we'd hear is
What's moringa anyway? You were saying moringa is what?
that is
It's a herb.
plant.
A herb.
So, all right, let's get to the boob of the day, being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics, medical professionals. If you're feeling like Tom is feeling, go see Desert Functional. They offer natural remedies and supplements to make you feel better. If you're living in pain, try stem cell therapy, ozone therapy, or the cryotherapy chamber. And if you're not feeling good, there's a reason why you're not feeling good. Listen to the body. Let them do a deep dive into your blood to figure out what the heck is going on. They they believe that they'll get down to the root cause of the problem, not numb everything, but get down to the root cause and treat the symptoms. Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics, 3900 North Lovington Highway in Hobbs, 575-964-8025. They also offer hormonal optimization for women and for guys, testosterone replacement therapy, and so much more. Give them a call, 575-964-8025. Make that appointment today. Proud sponsor of the Boob of the Day.
So why is McDonald's the place to be right now if you're a criminal? A McDonald's worker near San Francisco called 911 the other day after a lady threatened them with a gun over something that really wasn't that big a deal. Now, it's just across the bay from San Francisco and San Pablo. That's where it happened. She stopped to pick up her food, then sent her young kids back inside, claiming the fries she ordered weren't in the bag. An employee told them to have their mom bring the receipt in, and they'd make it right. But instead, she came in hot and threatened several employees and told them she had a gun in her purse. She was still there when the cops showed up, and it turned out she wasn't lying. She did have a handgun in her purse, but her 9-year-old daughter was holding the bag for safekeeping. Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Wow.
Police posted a photo of the gun and her Marc Jacobs purse, assuming it's real. That's, what is that, Kevin? About $400?
Yeah.
And how much?
Let me check with the wife.
And how much are fries? Like $4?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yes.
They joked she was obviously hangry, but that her dinner ended up being a sandwich and milk, aka prison food. She's facing charges for child endangerment and making criminal threats with a firearm.
Wow.
Tom, that is not an invitation to go naked through the drive-thru at McDonald's to end up as a criminal.
I had a shirt on.
The hangry woman.
On.
The hangry woman with a gun. You are the boob of the day.
Boob of the day brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. One of Biden's cabinet secretaries breaks down in tears. Talk about that. And a couple married and divorced 12 times over 40 years. Scam the pension system in Austria. I'm interested to see how they did this. Former New Mexico State Police player, New Mexico State player has agreed to a plea deal, and Catholic bishops are urging President Biden to what? Spare death row inmates before he leaves office? I'll get to that story.
Wow.
Coming up in just a second. Before we take a break, the Illinois governor saying if the federal government wants to deport people, they're going to have to go through him. He's like maybe a barricade. He's a barricade, definitely. He's a big guy. He's like a 4x4. Mm-hmm. He's like 4 foot tall by 4 foot wide. Here's what he said yesterday.
One who intends to come take away the freedom and opportunity and dignity of Illinoisans, I would remind you that a happy warrior is still a warrior. You come for my people, you come through me.
No problem. No problem.
I want to correct him. No one's coming for Illinoisans. They're coming for illegal foreigners.
Right.
Yes. I don't get where Illinois is a mess. Dating back all the way to the 2000s, I still haven't got my state tax. They were giving IOUs out.
Wow.
I've never got my money.
Wow.
They were broke. How many of their governors have gone to prison for corruption? I think there's been 5.
Yeah. Yeah. And Blagojevich just had a birthday the other day, I think.
In federal prison.
Yeah.
It's so, look, why is he worried about people that aren't citizens? I don't get it. I'm glad this guy got it. His name is Tano Trujillo, and he's from Webb County. That's Laredo, Texas. He's a judge in Laredo. He just became a Republican.
I've made a decision after careful thought and prayer and discussions with my family and community. And over the years, I've watched the Democratic Party shift further and further to the left and leaving the values that I hold dear to my heart. I've always been a conservative, and the radicalization of the National Democrats pushed me away a long time ago. And for that reason, I'm proud to announce that today I will be leaving the Democratic Party and joining the Republican Party, and I'm proud of that.
Okay, very good.
And so Laredo, Texas,
Amen.
You can't get much more south than that.
Yeah.
Well, you can.
Well, I mean, you can, but you'll be leaving America.
Right.
I guess you could. I stand corrected. All right, we're going to take a break. We're coming back. Good news of the day. We'll keep you updated with everything going on this morning. News being brought to you by our buddies at WWRV. You can find them on the web at WWRV3.com, 988-0392. If you're working around Carlsbad, they have an awesome place, affordable, quiet place to park your RV. And they have 3 RV parks, and they all offer 30 and 50 amps available, all utilities for one low price, and that does include your high-speed internet that's wired right to your hookup. They're pet-friendly. They offer a well-lit park, and they've got 162 RV hookups. Check them out online, www.rv3.com or 988-0392. Taking a break. We're coming back. We're B&the Breakfast Club, KWMW, Mount Jamora 105.1 FM.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. Fueled by the state's oil and natural gas industry, the latest revenue numbers show an additional $892 million for New Mexico's annual budget this year. The new revenue forecast predicts about $13.6 billion budget for the state, representing a nearly 75% increase since 2019. In total, the state's general fund income is expected to exceed its core annual spending obligations by a staggering $3.4 billion. New Mexico is the second largest oil producer in the nation, behind only Texas, and oil and gas revenue makes up about 35% of the state's total revenue collections, according to legislative data. In addition, 2 southeast New Mexico counties, Eddy and Lee, make up 1/3 of the state's gross receipts tax revenue, despite making up only 6.3% of the state's population. Tim Traylor, 43, of Carlsbad, was sentenced to 20 years in prison for the June 2022 shooting of Carlos Guillen. Eddy County District Judge Jane Schuler Gray imposed the sentence, 15 years for second-degree murder and 5 years for the use of a firearm while committing a felony, and ordered the sentences to run consecutively. The jury found Traylor guilty of the shooting of Guillen 3 times with a sawed-off shotgun in July. The deadline for the New Mexico Film Foundation's 2025 Screenwriters Grant Competition, with a generous support from the George R.R. Martin Literary Foundation, is December 15th. The grant is offered to recognize and encourage emerging writers in the state of New Mexico and provide an opportunity for the awardee to continue growing their skills in the unique craft of screenwriting for independent films. This competition is open only for New Mexico residents, and the winning grant for an individual screenplay is $5,000. It also includes a mentorship introduction with a seasoned screenwriter. For more information, visit nmfilmfoundation.org. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Attention business owners, grow your revenue and increase your profits. The Small Business Development Center will show you how. Attend this free seminar on Wednesday, December 18th. Learn marketing, management, business plan development, tax planning, and more. Even if you're thinking about starting a business, you need to register now at 624-7131 or online at nmsbdc.org. Wednesday, December 18th, 8 a.m. at ENMUR's ITC building. Presented by the Roswell Hispano Chamber and paid for in part by the City of Roswell Lodgers Tax.
Deliver your letters to Santa at the Lee County Fairgrounds in Lovington during their 5th annual Christmas Spirit Drive-Thru event coming up December 13th and 14th. Come out each night from 6 to 8 p.m. to see Santa and Mrs. Claus, the Grinch, the Elves and Reindeer, Elsa, Anna, Olaf, and Kristoff, Polar Express fun, and lights, and more lights. Friday, December 13th and Saturday, December 14th in Lovington at the Lee County Fairgrounds from 6 to 8 p.m. The 5th annual Christmas Spirit Drive-Thru event.
This is Rhonda Romack of Destiny Real Estate, where our business is built on dreams and imagination. Right now, the Lincoln County real estate market has more buyers than sellers. What does that mean? It means that the local market of inventory of houses and ranches is low, but we have plenty of buyers ready and willing to purchase properties. So if you've been considering putting something on the market, it's a good time to get top dollar for your investment. Telephone my team of seasoned professionals at 575-257-3000. That's Rhonda Romack of Destiny Real Estate, online at rudoso-nm.com.
This holiday season, make your celebrations unforgettable at Cal's Cactus Lane Bowling, located at 1609 South Canal Street in Carlsbad. Whether it's a holiday party, birthday bash, corporate event, or just a night out with friends, we've got you covered with catering options. exciting bowling lanes, and plenty of fun for everyone. And don't miss Karaoke Fridays at Cal's Shane Western. Book your party today and let us help you create memories that'll last a lifetime. Call or visit us at Cal's Cactus Lane Bowling, 1609 South Canal Street in Carlsbad. Let's make this a holiday season you'll never forget.
In need of a tow? Those don't have to be dirty words. At Lee County Roadside, they have been offering friendly and knowledgeable service for 20 years. From light to heavy duty, there's nothing they can't tow. And with 24-hour availability, there's no time they can't tow it. Don't make a bad day worse by choosing the wrong tow company. Lee County Roadside, the good guys to call in a bad situation. For 24-hour service, call 575-392-3223 or locate them at 7401 North Del Paso, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like Lee County Roadside on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
You're waking up to the Morning Morons. One does his best to make you think he's a moron. The other is not a moron. The other is a member of the Mensa Society. I don't know.
Hey, I'm listening to a dumb nonsense radio show.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to one of the morons.
9:03, we are beyond the Breakfast Club. Tom Eddie Robinson Award Coach of the Year finalists announced yesterday. Who would be your Coach of the Year?
Deion Sanders all day long.
Deion Sanders did not make the list. Shane Beamer, South Carolina.
Wow.
Also, the coach from Indiana, what's his name? Kurt Ciganetti.
Yeah.
Spencer Danielson from Boise State. Kenny Dillingham from Arizona State, Marcus Freeman from Notre Dame, Dan Lanning from Oregon.
Yep.
Also, Rhett Lashley from SMU, and then the Kirby Smart from University of Georgia.
Holes. I mean, what all these guys have in common, right? They're all in the playoffs.
They're winners. Not all of them. Not all of them.
Deion should be in there.
Not all of them. Army's not in there. South Carolina's not in there.
No, Shane Beamer would be my pick because Shane Beamer is, doesn't have the team, but man, they play for that guy. They play for that guy. So that would be my pick. Tom, your pick would be?
Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders. Everything is Deion Sanders. So,
9-3. Nobody thought they could win 9 games this year. They won 9 of them.
I don't know if this is true. Just came across, said Belichick has agreed to become the next coach at North Carolina. I don't see that.
I heard rumors
That's got to be fake news.
He's not going to put up with a bunch of rich brat college kids.
All right. Looks like third season of Reacher on Prime debuts February 20th. That's one of my shows. Mm-hmm. So can't wait for that. And Guinness is more popular than ever at the UK. And there's a shortage of Guinness. So, not good. I can't drink that beer.
Oh, come on now.
No, way too dark and thick.
Definitely a winter beer.
Too rich for you.
Yeah, that just makes my stomach all bloated.
It is one of my favorites.
I have to go take some Midol after drinking that. Looks like Biden's cabinet breaks out in tears after presenting Joe Biden with a blanket. Deb Haaland, Secretary of Interior, seen in tears after introducing Joe Biden at the Tribal Nation Summit on Monday. And a couple married and then divorced 12 times over the last 40 years. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, they liked each other at one point, then hated each other and then liked each other. And but they scammed the pension system out of $344,000. Yeah. A lot of people think this is the model marriage. I mean, they divorced each other and got married 12 times in 43 years. Would that be called the yo-yo marriage?
I would believe so.
What is the reason that they kept splitting up?
Right.
Well, I mean,
someone new comes along. I mean,
yeah, but they're under investigation for fraud after a cycle of weddings and divorces to exploit a loophole financially after the death of this woman's first husband in 1981. Just a year later, the now 73-year-old married her second husband for the first time, who is a few years younger than she is. They divorced 6 years later in 1988, citing that they just didn't get along anymore.
Uh-oh. No, I know the feeling.
Yeah. They separated, and then they got married again and divorced again. And investigators discovered that the couple had never separated. Never separated. Their on and off again marriage was a scam. They were scanning the Australian pension insurance system to maximize the earnings of the widow's pension. So what happened was when she got married, she wasn't able to collect her ex-husband's pension. So I guess when times got tough, she would they would just be like, well, I'll divorce you and get the money again, but they never moved out of the house. 12 divorces. This is like the breakup of Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. Right. I mean, that is the yo-yo, definitely. Former New Mexico State player has taken a plea deal on that sexual assault. Cam McKen Jr. agreed to the plea deal on those 2 felony counts of false imprisonment and 1 count of conspiracy to commit false imprisonment. Looks like he could do up to probably about 4.5 years of probation. He was originally charged with 11 crimes, and that prison term would have been 24 years behind bars. Catholic bishops are urging Joe Biden to spare the life of every death row inmate.
No.
Pardons by Joe Biden for every death row inmate.
Well, he couldn't do it for state things, so that would have to be federal death row inmates.
So these bishops have long held opposition to capital punishment, took the stance back in 1980, and are now saying, pardon every one of them. I'm thinking not. Yeah. I'm thinking not. And it looks like Bernalillo County commissioners passed a change in the cannabis drug testing. Bernalillo County commissioners unanimously passed a policy for its workers that would treat cannabis more like alcohol. Marijuana will no longer be a determining factor of employment for certain city workers, meaning medical or recreational cannabis is allowed to be used outside of work hours.
So why are they limiting it if who can do it? I get that, heavy equipment drivers, because you can't operate impaired at all.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But sheriff deputies? Firefighters? City employees? Oh, it says those won't be tested.
Yeah, those won't be tested. Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
So they will no longer test for marijuana.
Interesting how they choose who to test and who not to test.
Yep. And a Las Cruces man arrested, accused of that deadly SUV crash into a hotel room. They arrested the man suspected of crashing into the hotel that injured a man and caused the death of a 55-year-old woman. Crash happened about 11:30 on Friday. The police say that Alan Vasquez, 22 years old, reversed his Suburban into a room at the Imperial Sky Motel. 59-year-old man suffered minor injuries, but it did kill the woman that was in the bed next to him. This guy was booked into the Donna Ana County Detention Center. He's charged with 1 count of vehicular homicide, and there could be other charges pending. All right, number 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Twin Wells Fuel Station, driving on 128 this morning. Exit Buck Jackson Road, fill up today. Yeah, if you're driving on 128 and need fuel, just exit Buck Jackson Road, go down 2.75 miles. You'll see a large facility that is covered in case of inclement weather. They sell unleaded, green diesel, red diesel, DEF value, and accept all your credit cards, debit cards, and fleet cards. Be safe on the road from the Twin Wells fuel station. Good news on the way. We'll do that in a second. Tom on the text.
All right, Kevin, this text is saying, when I was a kid, let me tell you, I was a real bad kid. We used to go around on the back roads of the country, and we play mailbox baseball, says that one texter.
And Kevin, I saw a video from the Philippines of a tourist trying some magic water. Is this a real thing, and have you tried it?
What kind of water?
Magic water?
No, never had no magic water. Had coconut water.
It was just another way to take tourists in and take their money.
Yeah, no.
And Trucker Gary says Tom doesn't have inflammation. He has indigestion. Big difference.
Indigestion. I am not stopped up.
Tom needs
Okay,
a
but what about the
lavativa.
indigestion?
I'm not a crop duster.
Okay, but what about the
One
indigestion?
doesn't have anything to do with the other.
It don't have nothing has to do with the one or the other, does it?
No.
Okay. And Monica, this texter is saying, you can go with me to the doctor. Oh, just kidding, no, says the Dexter.
She'll go.
Tom A is going to be like, the doctor said I'm a beast. And Monica's going to say, no, he said you're obese.
Okay.
He said my testosterone level was 900. No, he said it was a 90.
And Smokey in Arizona says, if Tom dances all of southeast New Mexico, we'll be having an earthquake, says says Smokey in Arizona this morning. Another one says Tom needs a lavaqueta. What's a lavaqueta?
A lavativa. I think that's a laxative.
Laxative.
Uh-huh.
I poop good. I mean, I don't think it's anything
Have
like
you ever
that.
heard of the new drug called Aclaman?
No.
Whatever.
I think Tom needs a subscription of Aclaman. Ask the doc about Aclaman.
And this text
It's really called Try Aclaman.
This text says
Aclaman.
whatever. It's not old age, Tom A. It's you're eating a lot of junk, says another texter.
Yep.
Watch out, Monica. If you help Tom too much, he'll want to put you in your underwear.
No, not happening.
Let me ask you this much. Where do we stand today? I thought we were, are we ending our diet competition on the 31st?
No, when we come back from the New Year's.
For the New Year's.
We'll
so
come back.
whatever day that is. Because I'm not.
Tom, I'm
what
down.
days are we even off? I don't even know.
I know we're off on
Isn't that a Wednesday this year? And Christmas
Yeah.
Day and New Year's Day both a Wednesday?
Christmas Day and
New
New
Year's
Year's
Eve.
Day are both Wednesdays. So we're off Christmas Day and then New Year's Day for sure. But I
don't know what other days.
What about Christmas Eve? Are we on Christmas Eve?
I don't know.
Man, so Christmas falls on a Wednesday?
I think that's right.
So we'll weigh in January 6th.
Man.
Well, or we could do it like the 2nd or 3rd if we're back that day.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll work second or third.
I won't
Man,
be here
it-
that week.
Oh, okay.
When Christmas
But
and New
won't-
Year's.
She's
like
not
that.
here on the 2nd and 3rd.
But-
That's why. So the 6th works if you're back.
So
whatever the first day back that we all are in the new year that we're all here.
Yeah.
We'll do it that day.
Someone gets to go to New York City.
Yeah,
I'm
Tom,
excited.
anybody can go to New York City. You want to go to New York City? Book your flight.
Been
you
there,
scared to
done
go?
that. Won't go back.
I won't go to New York
It'll be
City.
the first
Not
time.
for New
don't-
Year's.
New York City. Been there, done that.
I
All
like
right,
New
we gotta
York City to visit. Okay, I'm never going back on New
No,
Year's.
I think one time will be good enough.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, we did that a couple years ago. No, thank you.
One time is good.
Yeah, at least I could put it down. I did it.
Right.
Right.
So, all right, we got to take a break at 9:17. Good news of the day coming up next. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply. 11:05 East 2nd in Roswell. Homegrown and proud of it. They've got everything that you need, including Western wear, work gear. They're your certified Purina dealer. They've got lots of gift ideas. They really do. I mean, they're more than just a place that you go to get everything you need if you live on a farm or a ranch. They got great gifts. Looking for a brand new cowboy hat for somebody, maybe jeans, something special. They even have gifts for kids in there. Give them a call, 575-622-1964. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell, online at roswelllivestock.com. Taking a break, coming right back. It's already 9:18, W105.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. A wildfire in Malibu, California has 20,000 people told to leave their homes or warned they may have to.
Oh, look at that. Look at the ashes. Oh, my God.
The fire's burned about 6 square miles since breaking out Monday night, reported to be 7% contained.
1,500 firefighters on a 4,000-acre fire. Now, in wildfire terms, that's relatively tiny. Still, we're not out of the woods yet. However, no moderate damage, no injuries or fatalities, 7 structures destroyed, 8 damaged. That's a relief for a fire that caught nearly everyone by surprise because it's so late in the fire season.
Fox's William Luginess. The Consumer Price Index, a little higher.
Month over month, it jumped 0.3%. Year over year, headline jumped 2.7%. Remember, though, that last month, that was 2.6%. So month to month, a little bit of an edge up.
Cheryl Casoni with Fox Business. America's listening to Fox News.
There's outstanding bargains this week at Bob's Ridgeway. Peyton and John Morrell smoked bacon, $1.99 a pack. Boneless skinless chicken breast, $2.49 a pound. And boneless beef sirloin steak, $3.99 a pound. In produce, snack oranges, $8 for $1. Hass avocados, $3 for $1. And big savings on all your Craven products. And win a trip to go to Nashville for New Year's Eve. Brought to you by Nashville Music City and Craven. Just scan the QR code in the sales flyer. There's outstanding bargains all week long at Bob's Ridgeway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington, where your grocery dollar always goes farther.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services, from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells, as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
If you need an aggressive, experienced personal injury attorney who is honest and true, you need to get the Gorilla.
So I'm 23 years old. I worked at a warehouse and I took an injury which caused the amputation of my right leg. I was approached by a specific firm and they turned my case down within 5 minutes. I was told to come visit the Gorilla Law Firm, and immediately they saw potential in my case. And I tell you what, Gorilla Law Firm had my back when no one else did. The Gorilla Law Firm made me a multi-millionaire. And if you're injured, you call the Gorilla Law Firm too.
The Gorilla Law Firm, 3130 North Grimes and Hobbs, or call 575-964-2720.
Holiday sale now at National Furniture Liquidators. Our gift to you, free furniture. Buy any sofa at the regular price, get the love seat for free. Buy any complete bedroom set, get a mattress for free. Plus 40% off any sectional or dining room set. Store-wide savings on all occasional, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. Happy holidays to all from National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats short.
Attention business owners, grow your revenue and increase your profits. The Small Business Development Center will show you how. Attend this free seminar on Wednesday, December 18th. Learn marketing, management, business plan development, tax planning, and more. Even if you're thinking about starting a business, you need to register now at 624-7131 or online at nmsbdc.org. Wednesday, December 18th, 8 a.m. at ENMUR's ITC building. Presented by the Roswell Hispano Chamber and paid for in part by the City of Roswell Lodgers Tax.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We got to get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
Awesome Graphics in Hobbs is on the hunt for a friendly, outgoing, in-store sales associate to work the front counter and help customers with orders, as well as assist in other duties, such as restocking shelves, organizing and displaying merchandise, etc. Outstanding customer service and basic computer skills are a must. Awesome Graphics offers a fantastic work environment and even better benefits, including paid holidays and paid time off, as well as 50% paid medical insurance after 90 days and 3% IRA contribution. Again, Awesome Graphics is looking for an in-store sales associate to join our awesome family. If interested, please bring your resume and job history and apply in person today at 523 West Sanger in Hobbs. No phone calls, please. Awesome Graphics is an equal opportunity employer.
No, please don't wake me now.
No promises, no boasting. Just a bunch of people having fun.
You're in need of a serious attitude adjustment, young man.
Vita, Monica, Blake, and you.
Alrighty then.
Another day, another 55 cent. We are beyond the Breakfast Club. Venezuelan National, the gang, the Trendy Arawaga, or whatever the hell it is. I just call them the TDA.
Well, that's TDA right there.
Yeah, that's some TDA. Anyway, they found him near Donald Trump's home.
Wow.
Not too far. Well, not like in Mar-a-Lago, but they found him not that far, just up the road.
Wow.
So these guys are spreading. They are now saying that they're in every state.
Like the plague.
So they did find him in Palm Beach, Florida. CEO, murder suspect, ex-roommate, stunned by the changes, saying it's like a total different guy, saying that his best friend stopped calling family, stopped calling them, and then 6 months later, he's taking out the CEO of United Healthcare.
Wow.
Said this guy was athletic, great student. Don't get it.
Hey,
I did have
before we go into any other stories real quick, I want to mention that today in Lovington at 3:00, they're having the groundbreaking for the Lee County Veterans Memorial.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And so that's today at 3, and it's kind of over by Lee County Museum, the courthouse in that area right there.
Yeah, right across the federal courthouse.
Yeah, so it's 3 p.m. today, and it's the Lee County Veterans Memorial. It's going to be big.
It's going to be big.
That's cool. I read the story this morning in the Texas Tribune that recycled oil waste could aid the drought in West Texas.
Good.
So
the produced water?
Yeah, and they said it could be the saving grace, especially with the Pecos River running dry.
Right.
They said that they could take the oil field wastewater and treat it, and it could save the day. I thought that was interesting. And what are the environmentalists going to say then?
Oh, they've been looking at some of that treated produced water already, and the environmentalists hate everything about the oil and gas industry.
Yeah.
And so even if you're taking water and treating that produced water, they say, well, it was still used in the oil and gas industry.
Yeah. I remember when I lived in Uvalde, they took the wastewater and they used that to water the grass on the golf course and that type of stuff.
Many municipal entities do that.
Yeah.
Especially across this area.
I remember saying, "What's that smell?" It's just a wastewater.
Sometimes.
Have you guys seen the video from Utah that authorities in Utah arrested a man? Actually, he said that he had a lemon. He bought a Subaru.
Yes.
Didn't like the Subaru. And Michael Murray, 35 years old, drove the Subaru through the plate glass window.
Oh, my goodness.
And then got out, yelled at him, and just kind of walked out.
I told you were going to take this car back. By the way, he has been arrested.
Yeah,
And,
he only bought it like a couple hours earlier.
Yeah, and then didn't like him. You would think there would be some return policy.
Buyer's remorse.
You would think.
Colorado Democrats celebrating a new law that will go into effect January 1st that would extend free Medicaid coverage to illegal migrants who are pregnant as well as migrant kids. They are dubbing this the Cover All Coloradans. Cover All Coloradans.
But they're not Coloradans.
Well, I mean, Blake, it's only going to cost Colorado $51 million.
Only.
Wow.
That's a drop in the bucket to do the right thing, my friend. It's a drop in the bucket. All right, get to the text so we can do the good news of the day.
All righty. So this text is...
Okay. All right.
Oh, I lost. I'm sorry.
What?
Okay.
You poop?
Right.
Good. Thanks for that visual. An audible cheese. Text this person. And Levativa is an enema, says Trucker Gary. Oh, so they're saying you need an enema.
Oh.
This town needs an enema.
Tell Tom to lay
Another
off the Tell Tom to lay off the cheesecake. LOL. And Patricia from West Odessa says, I knew a couple that got divorced because she got cancer, but still lived together so the state would pay for treatments.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've heard of that before.
And
There are lots of elderly couples that get together, and the bad news is they would get less money if they didn't get married.
Well, I guess it's the same
I mean,
for...
if they got married, they would get less money.
Right. I guess it's
So
the
they
same
just live together.
for young couples who don't get married because the girl will lose her
Benefits.
SNAP and Medicaid benefits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. All right. Did you want to read another one, Tom?
No, I'm good. We're good.
All right. We're good.
No, I can't find my way around it, but I'm good. Good news of the day this morning being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent Rustin Hayes, Avenue D and Lovington. Get in touch with Herschel Rustin Hayes, 575-396-0513. Home, auto, life insurance, commercial insurance can take care of all of your insurance. It's right across the street from Bob's Thriftway in Lovington, or call 575-396-0513. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
We talked about that guy that skateboarded across and got that Guinness record. Apparently he did it to raise awareness for mental health. And he did it in 57 days, 6 hours, 56 minutes. And two brothers in northern Michigan spent more than 2 hours saving a deer that fell through the ice on Lake Huron. They cheered when she sprinted off and then watched her fall again through the ice. So they ended up saving her twice. And there is a video of the whole thing. And for 15 years, someone's been putting Christmas lights on a random pine tree on the side of the highway in Montana. And it turns out that it's actually kind of a sweet story. A random trucker started doing it just to make his wife smile. His name is German Segura. He was driving his regular Texas to Calgary route in 2009 and was on the phone with her when he saw a lonely pine tree in a field. So he joked that he should dress it up. He tied some ribbons on it that year, but promised he'd do a better job on his next trip. And now he stops every year to add a bunch of lights and ornaments. And she doesn't travel with him, so he sends her photos of the tree. And no one in the area knew who was actually doing it until he found a note tied to the tree in 2017 that said, "Thank you. You have no idea how much impact you have made on our community." Now, the couple who left the note added their phone number, so he called them, and they've been helping him decorate it ever since.
Oh, that's so
German's
sweet.
wife's name is Elsa, and that
And what's
is
his first name?
German.
German.
Yeah,
Okay.
or Herman, I guess, if
Yeah.
it's the G. So there you go. And that is your good news of the day.
Good news of the day being brought to you by Herschel Rustin Hayes. Just a thought as we leave. Pfizer Pharmaceuticals. They've been in business for 175 years and haven't cured one single disease. Somebody just posted that on Facebook. I was like, wow.
Wow.
Not one single disease.
Wow.
Well, they're not in the solving business.
Correct.
They're in the treating sick people business.
Yeah.
That's
There
where the
you
money
go.
is.
They don't make money.
All
if they're
right,
not sick.
Yep, we got to get to Tradio. We'll see you tomorrow, Thursday edition of B and the Breakfast Club. News this morning being brought to you by Rocha Air Conditioning and Heating. Air conditioning's not working, heating's not working. You got some major issues. You need to call Enrique Rocha. He's the guy. He's our go-to guy. He fixes our systems. 573-1999, Rocha Air Conditioning and Heating. Call Enrique Rocha today. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow.